Okay, I hit the button.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna start the intro right now! What is up, everybody? Jake and Tris here, hoping we are live. Hoping any second in front of me, I'm gonna see my little face pop up doing this stream. But
Hi, chat.
okay, we're in, baby, we're in. Okay, so chat, we are here today to watch the Nintendo Treehouse Live about Splatoon 3 featuring an afterthought by Harvestella. So so welcome everybody to the stream. I'm so hyped on Splatoon 3. I cannot wait to check it out. Chat, what I need from you off the top is, how are we sounding? Are we sounding crazy and loud, or are we sounding smooth and good? Just so let me know, and I will start fixing things. So now, Tris, you can start talking. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, ideally we sound fine from the get-go, but of course we might need to mess with audio when the stream actually starts up, depending on how Nintendo sounds.
I love chat though, jumping in and being just like, no, Jake, smooth and good, baby, smooth and good, yeah, almost good. Tris is a tad louder. Well, I've got a whole new way of controlling this, and I'm really
Yeah.
into it. So now I can go in and easily make the changes. So okay, great. So got a quick question in the chat here from Lucas. How long is the stream? Do we know? We don't know. But since it's a
Nope.
treehouse, and it's like, I don't know, Treehouse Live hanging out, I feel like they tend to be kind of on the longer end. So maybe like
Usually,
an hour.
yeah, but
Yeah.
I think I mean, to be fair, it's been a while since they did this, the Treehouse Live like this. The only ones I can remember were both from 2020 with Paper Mario: The Origami King and the surprise Bakugan game, and then also
Bakugan.
Pikmin 3 Deluxe and Hyrule Warriors: Age of Calamity paired together. And I think each of those were only like about an hour to an hour and a half, and it was like 30 minutes with each game, something along those lines.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Oh.
wait. Sorry, chat. Sorry. I wanted chat.
I've disappeared.
I wanted to be able to see chat. Okay.
I have disappeared on stream.
We're not. Oh, Tris is gone. It's all over now, everybody. Tris is gone. But now
There we go.
Tris
Okay.
is back. Okay, listen, I had to get chat up. It's no big deal. Nobody can listen. We're all having a good time. Okay, so hello, chat. How are we doing? Okay. So chat, just a reminder that me and Tris have both played an early preview demo of Splatoon 3. So if you have any like normal like questions about what we may have played, maybe we can answer those. So we're totally around to do that as well. But this stream
Yep.
will be starting in 10 minutes.
Yeah, we got 10 minutes until the stream. We did a little Q&A session yesterday while Andre checked out the demo, like the Splatfest demo a little bit, like building the Inkling and walking around Splatsville. But, we're happy to try to answer some of the questions in the 10 minutes until stream. They said this will be primarily focused on two things with Splatoon, because obviously the third segment is the Harvestella.
Yeah.
It's going to be an in-depth look at the gameplay of story mode,
Mm-hmm.
and like strategies and tips for the Splatfest demo, which is interesting, and I wonder how they're going to go about doing that.
Yeah, I kind of think that this will be a moment to like reiterate the like new mechanics and
Yeah.
like the squid roll and the squid surge, just because I feel like even in our preview that it was kind of like something that it's just hard to like wrap your head around the first time you play the game. So it might be worth just being like, yo, so these are the things you can do, remember? Yeah, so let's go with some questions from chat. First off, we got Sea Breeze, perfect for Splatoon. Sea Breeze wants to know, how is the single player campaign? So me and Tris only got to play a few levels at the very beginning. We talked about this a little bit in our preview discussion, but I think the most interesting thing for me is that we were assured by Nintendo that though the beginning might feel like an onboarding mechanism, it will eventually evolve into to the point where it's about like getting good. It's about like, man, I'm like stuttering because I'm like swallowing air. Something's going on. I forgot how to talk. I forgot how to talk, chat. I'm like,
Take a drink of water,
yeah.
Jake. I can answer it. No, it's a matter of when we learned from Nintendo that like early on may feel more like kind of tutorializing you on the game itself and different weapons. Later in the game, to quote, I believe it was Nate Builder who said this, it's about getting good.
Yeah.
And something about that just feels very exciting to hear, because when you look at the different Splatoon campaigns, especially in Splatoon 2, where there was a story mode and the auto expansion, the auto expansion was a lot more about like challenging you to solve these puzzles,
Totally.
rather than making sure you can reach the end of the level. So I'm hoping that's what we get there, but unfortunately, there's nothing we can confirm there because we only got to play 3 levels.
Yeah, that's true. Oh man, I feel like we got a lot of tutorial though in those first 3 levels, and I understand having one for like each weapon type, but it's got to turn into something, and there's got to be boss battles. So my hopes are high. If I could make a plea to chat very quick before we get started with this stream, I'm gonna throw a link into the chat, and chat, I beg you, viewers, please. Look at this, just look at this video. If you can like it, if you can comment on it, it would mean so much to me. This is the, we're running a little Team Rock versus Team Paper versus Team Scissors thing over on TikTok right now. I'm gonna throw the link in the chat for Big Man Team Scissors. There it is. So just copy and paste that link, press on that link, just go in there, just listen, just do something to that video. It doesn't matter what. And okay, Seabreeze says that they saw it. Thank you. Okay, good. We're on it now.
Yeah, because as we just tweeted out not too long ago, Big Man's doing not so good right now.
Oh my
between
God.
these.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening.
George G says, "What team is Triss on? That's how I vote for."
Oh
I'm also going Team Scissors for Big Man, because Big Man 3, fantastic. I love it. Gotta go with that one for at least the first Splatfest.
Did you see I put Big Man in between us, Triss? Like
yes, I do love that. So I saw someone in chat asking why that was the case.
Yeah.
Why not? Honestly, let's have Big Man here. There we go. This is the GameXplain deep cut.
Yes.
The 3 of us.
Listen, Tom makes a beautiful overlay. I have to get in there and ruin it by shoving Big Man in. You know what I mean? It's gotta be done. Okay, I've been seeing this around. I gotta put this in videos. I don't know where this originated. Hashtag Big Man Sweep. I've been seeing this on all of our Big Man videos. I love. Yes.
That's totally started because of the Morbius memes earlier in the year, of the Morbius sweep, of like people joking how it was going to be like the most successful film of all time, and it came back to theaters and then nobody saw it.
Right.
So that's where the meme of something sweeps comes from, because then it went from Morbius sweeps to Minions sweeps to now people have been doing it with games. They did it with Xenoblade, and now they're doing it with Big Man.
Excellent. Oh my God. And I'll take anything that is where it's inspired by Morbin time. I mean, that's fantastic. Oh my God. I'm seeing a lot of some Fry getting some love in the chat for sure too. So it looks like we're still 5 minutes out from this treehouse starting. Chat, when the video rolls on, I don't know how loud it's going to be and everything, so just like let us know if things need to be adjusted, and I will get right on that. But otherwise, I feel like we're ready to roll. I'm ready to swim mode through this whole thing.
You ready to squid roll?
Oh, yes.
Here's a question about that. The squid roll and the squid surge, do they change names of those if you're playing as an Octoling? Because they changed from Kid or Squid to Kid or Swim for swim form. But if they introduced Squid Roll and Squid Surge, are they still those moves when you play as an Octoling? I just realized that.
Whoa. Wait. Triss, I did not think about that, because I've only seen them as Squid Roll and Squid Surge. I am curious if they call them Octo Roll and Octo Surge, but it makes you wonder, why didn't they just call them Swim Surge and Swim Roll?
Especially since you do them in swim form anyway.
Yes,
so
it's right there.
Yeah.
Man, very
And
weird.
if you're gonna keep those names, why change squid form to swim form then?
I don't know.
For those asking which is better between the two, it's kind of hard to say. We didn't get to do a ton of application of them. I personally feel like there might be more application for the squid roll rather than the squid surge. Just because the squid surge actually requires you to be climbing up a wall.
Yeah.
Versus the squid roll you can do at any point as long as you're kind of moving and then immediately jump backwards. So.
Wait, Cornelius Green says there's some strange high-pitched hissing around some of your audio.
Around mine
What?
or
Well, so let me
yours?
if
Or
we
all of our audio.
if we both go silent for a second, let me see what my audio bar looks like. Nothing, Tris. It's not picking up anything. I'm not seeing any.
Okay.
I'm not seeing a hiss.
Interesting.
I'm not.
I think I hear something in the background slightly from you. It almost sounds like a car backing up.
No, chat says.
But it's
chat
so
says they're
faint.
trolling. Chat says they're trolling.
Oh,
Okay. No, Cornelius Green, I will put you in timeout. Don't do this. Don't
Also,
do
I
this.
didn't hear it anymore. So it was actually just during that one moment I heard the car
Oh.
backing up noise, but that is it.
Okay, it's no. I'm not. No, I can't with liar chat. This is just like that Pokemon stream, Tris, where they kept telling me to go on Twitter. So Larry Koopa Gaming wants to know, what do you like more, Squid Roll or Octo Surge? I feel like both Octo Surge. I feel like Tris and I are both more on the Squid Roll. Tris, I pulled up the demo. Yeah, and I did the little tutorial. And it actually does let you do it in that very beginning tutorial. There is a wall you can climb, and I did the surge. And every time I do it, I'm like, God, I feel like it should be like at least 2 times higher than it launches you. It's just so little. It's so much like little if you just like, it's basically the same as if you just ran up the wall, and you have to charge it for kind of a significant amount of time. Like, I get it, but I really hope that like gear and perks can play a big role in how far you launch up. Because if not, I'm never using that thing. I'm moving too fast. I'm moving too fast. I can't, I don't know.
No, I'm definitely with you. I definitely understand that. Like, it feels weird to stop, then charge if it's not going to give you a ton of payoff.
Right.
Oh, you're being asked in chat if you got the Pokemon card.
To get the listen. Once again, we need to hound and bother Andre. Like, was anybody tuning in to the Kirby Dream Buffet stream that Andre did last night? And if you were, why weren't you asking him, hey, are you getting Jake the Pokemon card? So, like, that's what needs to happen. And listen, yeah.
I'm actually just curious in general, when they bring that to Gamescom, is it like an actual card that people can get, or is it just, hey, we made this fun silly thing for this event, take a look at it? Not that anyone can get this card, but just come look at it. Like, I actually don't understand it.
Yeah, so I looked into this, and apparently they're very specific about calling it a concept. Oh God.
So.
Oh Jesus.
Well, this is starting.
Oh, Tris. Okay. Oh my God. I can adjust the sound based on what we think. So I'll keep my eye on chat. How does it sound with us talking and the stream going?
Hey everybody.
Hey, it's Demetrius.
Special edition
I was gonna say it's your rival, Jake.
Oh, sound is perfect apparently. Oh yeah. Just so everybody knows, I destroyed Demetrius in our preview. Took him out. Was on him like white on rice. Could not avoid me.
Dutch.
Dr. Dutch.
Hey.
I won't not say it. I'm sorry.
Look at him, he's even like, hey.
His voice is a little
Alright, so
quiet.
what do
I'll
we
turn it
have
up,
for you
chat.
Today? Well, we got some really cool stuff. We wanted to show you today was a little bit of what Splatoon 3 is about, including the actual single-player story. So we're gonna start off with a single-player deep dive, and then kind of show you come back and show you some new
I think this
weapons,
should be good.
stages,
I think this
and
will be good, chat.
strategies. For those who have never actually heard of Splatoon 3 before, it's a team-based action game, well, multiplayer game.
Oh, so
with
they
also
get to go
single-player
around the
story
hub,
mode, which you're
Tris.
seeing today. So what you're seeing right in front of you actually is the world of Alterna.
Ooh, I'm sorry. We were supposed to ooh, weren't we? In
I did.
unison.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Dutch.
Just making sure
sorry,
we're
we're
HD.
silly. We're having a good time.
So we can
here.
see.
All right, so
You see Callie
I
and
am in
Marie there,
control
and
of
the original Agent 3.
and I
Right.
have
The
a
fake
weapon
Zapfish,
that
like the
can
little,
use
like,
ink.
plushy
So for
one.
those who have never
Right,
seen
right.
Splatoon before, for Splatoon 3 and other games in the series, you can actually swim in your own ink and refill and do many other great things with it. It's really, really great. So we call this right here swim form, and this is kit form. And you can use the kit form to ink many different
Swim
things,
form,
which is going
baby.
to come in very, very handy.
Why
We'll
isn't
show
little
you
buddy
soon.
coming with us? He's just
One other
standing
thing
there.
to note is you really don't need experience to play single player. So if you're worried about, hey,
Oh,
this
there he
is Splatoon
goes.
3, do I have to worry about, playing the other two games? You don't have to.
Chat,
It's
in
okay.
case you can see it, the stream
It's
is a little
okay.
choppy
This
for
game
me,
has a
so
great
it's
story,
not.
though,
Yeah.
and it'll have the
It's
same
just
kind of feel
is.
between those who have
Yeah,
played
it's a little
Splatoon
choppy
2
for me as
before,
well.
Yeah.
Even the Octo expansion, which was the NSO expansion pack you can get right now. All right, so one thing I want to point out for this story is you see right here, this is fuzzy ooze. You actually want to be careful.
Oh my gosh.
What are you doing?
You did it on
Whoa.
purpose,
I did it on
right?
purpose.
I was like, whoa.
Well, there
So
goes that
fuzzy
inkling.
ooze
He turns into
bad.
Captain Caveman.
Something's going on here.
Yeah.
Something's not right.
So there's a big mystery going on with the fuzzy ooze. We want to kind of like, see what's going on with Alternate. How is this happening? We really want to, really find out. Okay, so with that in
Double L
mind,
says they chose squid, so they're
there
calling
are
it
some other
squid form.
additional things we'll kind of go
Nice.
over as we play through these stages, such as like the little hidden secrets, this little guy here called Small Fry,
Yeah.
and some other little things. But first, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna pass this controller over to Taryn,
Oh,
It's
that's
me.
weird with the layout.
Thank you.
and we're going to actually go to a stage.
They are
called
sitting next to each
Twirling,
other, right?
Swirling,
They are
and
sitting next to
Whirling.
each other, but the
And
way it's
just
divided
allow
just
us
makes
to
it
get
look kind of
that
weird.
set.
Okay, I thought they were
One
doing a
moment there.
bit. You know how they sometimes, like I could
And
do
to
that
be clear,
with you.
You're playing as
Yeah,
Agent
yeah.
3, but
Yeah,
this
I'll
is
just
not
reach
the
down.
Agent 3
Right, yeah.
you know. This is a new Agent 3, so don't worry. The other one is still around. But this is a new one. Just
Spoilers.
spoilers.
No, there's no spoilers. I'm just
No
teasing.
spoilers.
Okay, so what you'll see right here is Taryn actually has 3 different choices. We're gonna have her start with the hero
What is
gear
Orca?
to begin with.
Yeah, so you have recommendations too. You can see it says.
I
try
always
this.
pick the
Again, we're
weapon
gonna
that
do
gives me
this
the higher
Mostly because I love
rewards,
Small Fry
always.
and I want to show you Small
No,
Fry very
yeah,
badly.
obviously you got to
And
pick
you can see
the
other
one that gives you
information
little
on the
buddy.
screen, like on the top right, it shows you how many tries you have. So I have just 3.
Yeah, he's literally there as a sub,
That
though.
should be fine. I'm new
Nice.
to Splatoon, but I should be able to handle it. I've got Small
You
Fry.
got this, Darren.
Oh,
Speaking of which, too, like I said before, this is a great entry point as well. Story mode in
she's
particular.
eating
So this
Small
is perfect
Fry.
for you.
Yeah. So if I didn't want to jump into multiplayer right away, I can do story mode first, and it's a great place to practice, or just play with Small Fry. I also
Chat,
like
you
that.
Yeah,
doing
this-
multiplayer?
this opening
I'm showing
area.
off here what you
Oh,
can
yeah.
do with it.
Oh, I was just
You
gonna
can
ask chat, are they
throw
doing
it.
multiplayer or story mode
Don't
first?
feel bad. It can handle
But
itself.
what were you gonna say?
And then you can call
I was
it
gonna
back
say,
with
yeah,
the
I see
this
chat
way,
pointing
which
out
is a
this
function
opening
that
little
you
area
have
is
in
much
multiplayer
like
as well,
Octo
like that.
Expansion. You need
Yep.
to spend the little
All right,
eggs
so you got
to
3
actually
attempts on the board.
enter or use specific weapons. Its
And
layout
here
and
you want
structure is
like
kind
it
of
says,
similar
navigate
to
the rotating
Octo
area.
Expansion, which is nice.
Totally.
Oh, look at that perfect throw.
Nice.
You
Get 'em.
sound so surprised, and I'm a little offended.
Not at all.
Okay, but look at this trick. Look at this. Look.
Oh,
Wait.
explode.
Nate the Great says multiplayer first, then switch back and forth. Right there
that
with
was a
you,
trick
Nate.
that I learned just for you guys.
I didn't even know what. That's actually really cool.
That's the pacifist approach right there.
Well, just allow themselves to destroy themselves.
Ooh, what does that
So
little
you saw that I
ranking
threw
mean?
Small
A
Fry
little
in the beginning.
19?
I'm gonna
That was
throw
interesting.
it again, but for a different purpose this time because this is an armored enemy, and I'm scared of it, and it can
Oh,
definitely
Small
splat
Fry's
me.
distracting
So
him.
I'm using Small Fry to distract it,
Nice.
and then I turn around and spot it from behind. Also, like a rat, I just let stuff fall off the edges, get splatted
Oh,
and
man,
distracted.
I'm ready for
That's
this
how I
game to be
play, I
out,
guess.
Tris.
One thing you'll note too is that
Not too
Taryn
long
knows
now
that
at this
swimming in
point,
her
2
own
weeks.
ink,
Yeah, you're
if
right, you're
There's
right.
enemy ink, which
Oh.
is purple. It's not too good for you.
Oh my gosh! We're gonna.
And that's what
pretend
happens
it
when you
didn't
fall in
happen.
water.
I have
I'd
3
not-
tries.
You're good. You're good.
I'm playing with motion controls right now. You can turn that off or just change the sensitivity.
Remember in our
That-
demo
but
when
there
I
is
jumped
an
off
Taryn.
advantage to
because I
using
wanted
them.
to see
By all
Firing
means,
rapidly.
play however you prefer to play.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Well,
once I
there's a
got
little
the hang of motion controls, I can't go back. I love them.
Can't go back.
Agreed. Same for me. It took a little bit, but I really like them.
So you see that small fry actually does damage as well, so you can use it to distract, and then like with the first enemy, you just throw it right in their face.
No, I like this
and
level.
they will take
Doesn't
care,
feel
well,
as
it will take care of business.
That
Okay.
open air
Right,
platformy as some of the ones that we've seen. Like it's pretty connected and it's actually pretty structured, like higher tiers and whatnot.
From here
It's got more of a
and
level
take out
vibe to
some of
it,
the
and not
little
just
extras.
the ones
Look
we
at you
did
go.
were like totally like this is a
That is
tutorial and it's
Okay, well,
obvious.
I was hoping
Yep.
to get a sniper, but I got a little too greedy. So now we're gonna have to deal with both snipers.
that's-
so
I'm
when
curious
I
what
picked
that
up the
gauge that keeps
Trizuka,
appearing
you
on the
get
side
canned
is.
Yeah,
specials.
yeah.
You'll learn a little bit more
Some
about
sort of like
specials in
level
the
up
next
gauge, I
segment.
think, or something like that.
But you get them that way in story mode, and usually
Man, this
they're
is way
like
more
perfectly
interesting than what
situated for
we
whatever
played,
you
I
have to
feel like.
do. So exactly that.
Kinda
like
does,
if you're
yeah.
looking at Octo snipers in the face, and they're just ready to splat you.
Oh.
That Trizuka was perfect for countering it.
For those in chat
Same
asking if
specials
it's
that you
laggy,
find
yeah,
in
it's
multiplayer
lagging for
modes
us
as
too.
well, so
It's
Yeah.
not
a good chance
just.
to kind of get familiar with
It's
them
not
and
the Game
maybe
Explain
practice a
stream.
little
It's
bit.
it's Nintendo's
I
initial
heard the word
stream.
Yeah,
practice, and
I
I'm
don't think
not
it's the game
agree.
either, since we know it
Practicing
runs
is
really well.
good.
So I think it
I
is.
could
Yeah,
use
no, it's definitely
more
not
of
the
it,
game.
But it's
Yeah.
super fun. Like, even if you get splatted or fall off spontaneously for literally no apparent reason, it's still a good time. And I love that about Splatoon. It just keeps this like tone of like chaos
Jake the
and
kid in
fun
chat wants
and,
to
like,
know if
doing
I
it
still
your
have the
own
Lies
way.
of P
And,
hat.
like, I'm all about that. Even if
Got
I
you
fall
covered.
off the edge. Okay, so I'm at the end. I've also been known to fall off.
Well,
I'm sorry.
And the
that
enemies
was
are back.
really
Because I
stupid.
said
Hey, that's
it.
why it's a Treehouse Live,
I
baby.
manifested it. I'm not going to jump for that now, I'm afraid.
One more time. One more time. You got this.
Take our time.
What thing is good too is that the items up there respawn in.
Yes.
What you're going to be picking up is some armor, which helps.
Oh, yes. Thank you for mentioning that, Demetrius. Yeah, you pick up armor.
Yeah, there you go.
Ouch.
Good example of the armor.
Thank you. Yeah. If I didn't have that armor, I'd probably be in trouble. Please no.
Tris,
Please
what if-
no.
You
What
got
if
this,
they
you got
die
this. Just stay
again?
there for a second. Let yourself recharge. You got
Oh,
it.
dude.
Yeah,
they're
it's
gonna
like
have the
this
chat
whole,
getting angry at them, I think.
Demetrius was getting nervous. He was
mode.
like, hey,
And
get
you
your
use
health,
some
get your health back.
multiplayer,
Get
too.
your
If you move super fast, people can see you under the ink. And if you move slower, they can't see you. So
Man, I'm
just
so
like
curious about that-
story
that bar
mode,
that
if you
keeps
get
showing
good
up.
at being sneaky,
I wonder if we'll actually see what it's
your
used for
chances
here.
of success
Yeah.
increase significantly.
That was
I'm not
very
very
sneaky,
good
I
at
must
sneaking.
say.
That was great.
Okay, guys. Guys.
Okay.
Guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
Oh, I've got another ready. Ready?
There you go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm glad they're
Mission
showing
And
different
we're
levels
done
too
with
than
that
what we
mission.
played
We
too.
did it.
Yeah.
That is a
Ooh,
nice
those are
touch that we're actually
two
seeing other levels.
unnecessary
Definitely.
First time
calls.
clear bonus, 3 minutes, 13 seconds. That looked great.
Well, that's right. And there's a timing mechanic. I'll hand this back to you,
Thank you.
Demetrius. So there's a bunch of replayability with these missions. You can choose different weapons, like we showed you earlier.
I think we needed
so
to
you can
decide
challenge
what the
yourself
dress
with maybe
code
weapons
for this
that aren't
Treehouse
so well
Live was.
suited. And then you can
Because
also
we've
time
got a
yourself.
suit,
So I'm sure my time for that
t-shirt,
one was
and
probably not
a
amazing.
Inkling
so I
Lab
could go
outfit.
back in and like play
Yeah,
it
and
over
a
and
Squid
over again and
Research
try to
Lab
get a better
outfit.
time, and just get better. It's always
Lots of great replayability for
better.
sure. Okay, my turn.
all right, Demetrius.
All
You
right,
have
so
to
now-
fall at least twice. Or you're gonna make me feel
hope
bad.
not.
Chat
This
general
thing-
reminder: the man
We should
playing
also say
on
that a
stream
lot
now,
of the lore actually
I
plays
smoked
out
him.
through
So
the
listen, you're
single
not.
player,
Oh, he's using the
missions.
new
Yeah.
Tris. It's the
Find
chainsaw
hidden objects
Splatana.
here, there,
Yeah,
give you
it's the
kind of
Splatana
clues
stamper.
into
Sick.
the world
Okay,
of
Now we
the
actually get to
events,
see it a
the
bit.
events.
Yeah, the sunken sea scrolls, you can find them out
Oh, I'm
while you're
so
playing
curious about
outside
how
of the
different this
stages,
is from
and they provide
Sunken
a lot
Sea
of
Scrolls.
background lore. The lore is really
Oh.
cool, and this whole series has really cool lore.
So the sea scrolls are back.
All right, so
Cool.
I am doing Stamp 'em Out. I am
Lore,
going to be
chat,
using one of
lore.
the new weapons, the Splatana Stamper with Curling Bomb.
See it.
Always like the curling
Splatana
bomb.
Stamper or Splatana class of
I like the
weapons
curling
are
bomb,
brand
yeah.
new. They have like a swipe when I just
Man,
use the
it's
attack
so
button, and
different
if
than what you
hold
think
down
it's
the
gonna
button,
be.
You can charge
Really
up as
cool.
a charge slash. Now the Stamper itself, outside of having that really cool
Little
sound,
buddy cheering a song from the
it's more the
sidelines.
heavier style of Splatana class. So you're gonna
Double
see like
L,
the,
what
the
weapon
amount
y'all
of
using?
ink I'm flinging
I'm
from
really
my ink
digging
blade
the
is gonna be
stringer.
a bit more. So really great. One thing to
I
note
don't
is
know
you
if I'll
kinda have,
stick
like,
to
long
one weapon,
range, right?
Yeah.
And then you
but
have the
I
short
definitely
range.
want
If I'm
to
up
use
close
the
and I
stringer
hit
and
some of this,
Splatana
it's
a
gonna
bit,
be
see
pretty
what
much
they're
a
like.
guarantee.
I'll definitely
But I
go
also
back
really
to it.
like
Yeah, I've
dualies
never
in the end.
noticed
Yes,
that with
yes,
these small
dualies,
fries in the
always.
corner, just like looking at you with these big eyes, like, why aren't you taking me with you?
Oh, I missed that. Aw.
This strikes
Just a
me
little
as a
satisfying.
tutorial-ish level for the
Also note
Splatoon
that when I'm
Right.
picking up our power eggs, and these can be used to unlock certain things.
with
Man.
You'll need them to
Yeah.
progress
commentary
the
from
story.
Callie and Marie. That's the vibe I'm getting from
Yeah.
this.
Man, I really
Not a bad
li-
thing.
No, no, no.
See,
I really
this is
like
a
the
perfect
stamper
example.
version
this guy
of
has
this,
a shield,
actually,
which
making
is
it a
going to
little
be hard, but
chunky.
if I charge it up,
Oh,
Yes.
nice.
Whoa.
How satisfying was that on a scale of 1 to 10?
great. 10. 10 out of 10. Oh,
Papa Jones wants to know how the
I
Splatana
was
felt
surprised.
gameplay-wise. Tris,
didn't
I
give
think
that
you
one
and
a
I
fair
both
chance
thought
to fight
it
back,
was
I
a
don't
more
I
kind of
love
like
how I can just
advanced
use this to
weapon.
hit 2 people
Yeah.
at once. It's so cool.
Yeah, I'm really
Yeah.
excited to see what people are
It's-
going to do with
it's
this
definitely a
one
fun
in
one. I like
multiplayer,
it.
because it's kind
It's,
of a combination. You know, you
more
have that
range than
longer
expected.
range, a little bit weaker one, and then you
It's
have
definitely more
the
interesting to
kind of
me
one-hit
than
splat charge
the,
one that you
uh,
can do from short range.
the rollers, because
Yeah, I
I'm not
think
really a
people
fan
are
of the
gonna have a lot
rollers.
I mean, all
But
weapons
I
have different
do like
styles and stuff, but this one
what
for
kind of
me
things
is
you
just,
could do
I
with
really
the
like the
You gonna play this
with the
Splatana?
Splatana.
Yeah.
cool. Oh, no,
You've
that's
got to
squishy.
you've got to really aim, make sure
Yeah,
your
I'm
aim
at
is
it,
really
though, like,
good.
it's so cute.
But the other
I was
cool thing
trying-
about
I
it
was
is that
trying
you have
to be
kind
a
of like
little
the
fancy
dualies
there.
and
I'm just gonna go
enhanced
across.
movement
Come
ability.
on,
You've seen him
come
do
on,
it a couple of
there we
times. When he charges up
I
the
remember you have
sword,
to fall
you
off
can
at
press
least
the
twice.
No!
B button and get that little dash in any direction, and
There it
like
is.
right there.
This
Yeah.
next part right here
Yeah,
is a little
and
tough
that's
because
real.
there's
Like
a
you can really try
guy
to be a
on top,
ninja
and I have
about
to
it. You
kind of
know?
knock all these down.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
There we go.
Oh, you just
I think I got the
I like
guy.
that little dash with it.
Yeah, it's sick. Valentine says, I'm not good. What
feel like
weapon
you've
should I
already
use?
mastered
Yo,
the
you can't go
Splatana. We
wrong
should all
with the
be
splatter
afraid.
shot, or if you want to,
This is really fun.
arrow spray. Arrow spray is an
this
easy weapon to use. It's kind of, Trish is laughing because Trish knows it's
There
baby
we
mode.
go.
But it's, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, the arrow spray is a
helpful.
good starter
is
weapon.
this
Yeah,
it?
and I think they gave it the reef slider in this game.
For those who
The
are
test.
wondering why they're
Yeah,
teasing me,
probably.
it's because
Yeah.
this part
my
is
gosh.
quite the battle.
I love this particular
Oh my
green
gosh.
ink, by the way. It's one of my faves.
Yes. Well, there's like 3 of them, right?
Whoa.
Wow,
So
they're
these
like,
are octolings.
really
They're a
ganging
different
up in a
type of
corner.
enemy that function like a little bit more like a player might, you could say. And so
No,
of course, they're a
no
little bit
use
more
of that
difficult.
squid
Not
roll.
difficult for Demetrius.
Nope.
All right.
I hope the camera was. I mean, I had such gamer
Yeah.
face right there. I was
You
like,
did. Well, you were supposed to get splatted at least. It's just gonna be me.
not gonna happen. No.
You're supposed to get splatted
Yeah,
at least
right.
once.
Oh, 239. I'll take it.
All right.
I'll take it. I'll take it. That was pretty good. Whew. All right.
You are not stressed. Don't even give
You're
me.
up,
You're too
Dutch.
good at that.
All right.
Yeah, let me pass this over to Dutch.
You saved the hardest one for Dutch. He's in the lab coat,
right.
so he's obligated.
Saved the
This is the
hardest
fun
one, they
part.
say, which makes me
So
think
the next one
they're only
that we
doing 3
have
levels.
coming up
Yeah,
is
the last
called
one. Yep.
One-way
Yeah,
ride
cool.
through Target Town. And we're gonna have Dutch use the tri-stringer. It's
is this
good.
the weapon?
Yeah,
Is this the level that we did?
But he has
Oh,
other
let's see.
options,
Tri-stringer?
which we'll see, and those are a little bit easier. But no, we don't let Dutch do the easy ones.
Here we go.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
both,
no, this is
I'm
not
both
the same one.
excited and nervous to try this one out. This is
One-way
a brand
ride
new
through
weapon
Target
class,
Town?
in Splatoon 3.
Interesting.
And let's just take a look at it here.
This-
Oh,
You can
there he
see it's kinda
goes.
Like a bow, basically.
Wow, little buddy, so sweet.
And so the way it works is if I tap the attack button, then you can see it shoots 3 little projectiles like that.
If you watch my
If I
TikTok, you
hold
already
it
know all
down and
this.
charge it up,
So I
you can see
imagine,
they stick to
since
whatever
this is the
surface they
tri-stringer,
hit,
I
and
imagine
you get
other
kind of a
stringers won't
secondary
necessarily
little
always have 3.
explosion That'll do a little bit of
Since
damage.
this one is the
And if I
tri-stringer,
charge
Good
it up
point,
even
Tris.
more,
Yeah, totally.
then you get kind of a tight grouping that goes a little bit farther.
Wow, I'm
And you still
hyped.
get
Wow,
that,
that
that
Tris,
second
now you're
little
having
pop.
me think. This is
It's hard to
interesting.
survive if you get hit with all 3 right directly.
Yeah.
Wow,
Imagine.
I'm pretty excited
really
to see.
good.
There's a vertical shot too. is
Do
there
we think
not?
that there will
exactly.
be
Like a
like
roller.
like a
Yeah, it's
few
kinda like a roller
variations for
where,
both at
for
launch,
those
or are
of
we
you
gonna have to
who've
wait a
played
while?
Splatoon games before. So if I jump,
I don't
and
think
shoot,
at launch.
then I
Well,
get
at launch, yes,
a
there will be.
vertical
I think there'll be a
shot. So
few
if I
variations
charge
of
that
like
up
each
as well,
weapon style. But
Mm.
I mean, we already see there's 2 versions of
you
the
see the
Splatana.
shots line
so.
up.
That's true.
vertically.
Yeah.
This feels like a skilled player's weapon.
But I
Yeah,
don't think it'll be
I'm
available
pretty
right
good.
away.
It's
You'll have to
like,
reach
it's got
different
good
levels to get
range,
different ones.
it's
but-
got
Okay.
good coverage. It's got good damage. I think it'll be really interesting to see what people do with this one as well.
This is another really fun one.
Lucas and Chad, those
Alright,
were
let's see
still
it, Dutch. No more-
Octarians, like the
no more
enemy
delays.
Octarians, not necessarily Octolings, but
One
those
thing
were
to note
the
as Dutch goes through too,
or I guess closer to Octolings, but they were fuzzy, so they were fuzzy Octolings or fuzzy Octarians, I guess.
Yeah, this one's
Ooh, now check this
challenging,
out.
but
See how we destroy all of
that's a good thing.
those
And you
symbols
don't
there
have
with
to do
the
it if
like
you
Yeah,
sticky
this is
bomb at
really
the end of
fun,
the stringer
challenging
attack.
one.
So
So I just
cool.
broke
That's
those
cool.
targets.
Yeah,
and
it's
that
really nice when
activated
you,
this
at
ride rail down
range,
here.
can
And
hit
the thing about
somebody
the
in
ride rail
multiplayer
is
with that.
it's, like the
So
title says,
satisfying.
it's a one-way ticket. So,
So
I'm gonna be
this
riding
definitely
thing,
looks
there's no
more
turning
like
back.
a
If I
challenge
break all the
level
targets
Yeah.
on a
for
given
the Dry
section,
Stringer,
then
rather
I'm
than
gonna
a
ride out of
tutorial
track.
level.
Yeah,
No
I think they
problem.
saw our comments, Tris.
So let's do it.
At least 2
Oh,
falls.
cool.
remember?
Okay, so we're on a rail and we gotta hit the targets.
So
Yep.
he's got a lot of opportunity.
This is pretty cool,
here.
actually. This is
But
Yeah,
pretty
we're
cool.
giving
dig it.
Dutch 3 chances.
This is looking more like it's.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is
yeah.
like okay. Now you've done
Literally
tutorial.
3.
Let's see how skilled you actually are using it now.
Yeah,
We're in
this
that
is fun.
code for a reason, Dutch.
Okay.
I have faith in Dr. Dutch.
One thing to note too, and I apologize if Dutch didn't put this out, but as you turn into swim form, you do actually recharge your ink. Just a note. The music's so good.
It is good. Well, and the visuals are so nice. Like this
Oh,
stage
okay,
in
never mind. They
particular
did
is so
that.
chaotic that like you don't
Oh,
really
that
get a
one
chance
did
to,
miss.
like, oh, no, you got
Oh.
Wow, ended up getting it, but then
Oh, but
Oh, it's
wanted
so
to
good
wanted to be a
though.
hero.
I'm sorry. Oh.
It's as I was talking. I'm
It
sorry.
was a good
I
attempt.
He
distracted
had it
you.
too. That was
They
an
literally-
amazing shot.
It
Ego
was.
made them double the length of this set.
But the visuals are so nice. Like if you get a
oh
chance
yeah,
to
I
look
suspect
up,
it'll
it's
be
like an
the roughly
inverted
15-ish
city
minute
state.
tier of this,
I know. I'm so
followed
sorry.
by
I'm asking you to.
10 to
Continue with
15
your-
minutes of them talking about tactics and strategies for the Splatfest,
Alright.
and
All right, here's a
then
good spot.
a half hour of Harvestella.
Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I do
okay,
wonder
that's
if they'll like play a turf war or anything, just because there's
that
only 3 of them
explosion,
here.
we're
I
all
wonder
like,
how they'd run
you hear us
that.
getting quiet because there's nervous.
That's
Stresses
true.
me all.
All right, he's got
It'd
that.
be interesting if they did, but I kind of get the
They're gonna
impression
use
they made.
that kind of secondary
There you go.
explosion.
There we
Nice.
Get those.
You have to be
Make life a
careful
little
jumping
easier.
between the rails too.
Yeah.
Yes, we've learned that.
All right,
Right.
perfect.
There we go.
One thing you're seeing Dutch do right now is he's actually aiming for those power eggs because it's kind of a good hint or a tip of where you want to shoot with this weapon. Like right in the
I
middle.
really like this level.
Makes us
This
got
level
that
actually seems pretty cool.
explosive effect.
Yeah.
Things are
Oh
looking
my
good right
gosh,
now.
Dutch.
You got this.
got
This
this
next
big
upcoming
tower
part, yeah, this upcoming part right here is
Whoa.
pretty difficult. As you can see, there's
Oh,
a
'cause you have
lot.
to
So Dutch
use
is going to
the-
want to try
the
to slow it down
vertical
and
shot.
I'm just going
take out as
for shots.
many.
Oh,
he got it. He got
I
it.
did it! Oh my
Nice.
gosh, she's gonna do it.
Well
No pressure,
done.
no
Dutch.
pressure. Everything is fine.
Okay, don't forget to go through. There you go.
Yeah, I've definitely hit those grates before. I like landed a perfect shot and then just get bopped
Papa
off.
That's
Jones.
this is
because
all
of
one
the
thing
grate.
too. Like if you die, you have to start the whole
This one's
level over
a
again.
little
Right.
tricky too. 'cause you can see
Papa
on
Jones
different
wants to
sides. You have
know-
to charge pretty fast.
Oh my
Over under
gosh.
25%
There you go.
chance they're gonna mention
do
the
it
next
in 2
direct
tries,
after this
ladies and
show.
gentlemen.
Papa Jones under,
Oh,
And
man.
Way-
absolutely not.
way
Wow.
under.
Did you get it?
I didn't get it.
No. Okay,
Well,
but that was 2
alright.
falls, so now
This is
you
the
can
one.
get it, Dutch.
All
You got
I
this.
have clearance.
You have my permission. No, this
Last
is.
Yeah, no,
this
they're
is
absolutely not going to
Prove
mention
that
something
you
like
got
that
it. Yeah.
here.
I've seen Dutch.
I don't
do
think they
this
ever have
several
it something like
times
this, but also
successfully,
that's
so
not the
Yeah, he's
focus.
got it.
Yeah.
even if he doesn't do it this time, know that he can.
Yeah, I'm seeing
and
some
it's
comments in the
extremely
chat about no
impressive.
checkpoints here,
This
and I
is
think
the
something to keep in mind
It's
is
fun
that
though.
this
Now
is
I'll
a
be like,
very
alright,
easy
it's my turn,
level
let me
to
try.
Dude, I know.
complete. The only
I
reason they're
haven't been
failing
able
it
to
is
beat
because
it
they're
yet.
trying
Did you
to
beat
get
it with a
as
tri-stringer
many
yet?
eggs
I
as
have.
possible.
You did
So if
it?
you're just trying to
Sometimes,
get to the end of the
though. It was
level,
fun
you can
though,
pretty
trying
much
it
just coast on the rails.
All right, you got
Well,
it. Cool.
no, because you have to destroy the boxes to activate the next rails.
Okay, so now we got.
But I don't think you have to
these
get
guys.
nearly all of them, right?
I think.
No, you have to hit all the boxes for it to
those
Every
two right
single
there
one?
make me the most nervous.
Yeah, that's what it
Hey,
looks
to
like.
mess up on
Whoa,
those too.
okay.
It'll
And
say
wait,
by
You kinda have to
destroying all
lead
the
your
boxes,
shot,
that's
right?
what
You have
activates the next
to
rail.
kinda
Oh,
think
yeah.
He
ahead
missed
of
one,
time
but
to
he missed
shoot
one
and then
box before, and the rail didn't
explode.
activate.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh.
dang. Oh, I didn't think. Okay.
I love these
that's
stages though
interesting.
for getting a feel for.
So is he gonna die right
You
here?
got it.
What is it?
No.
Just jump off. Let's have you try one more time. Just jump off one more time. Like very start. Can you jump
Interesting.
off? There you go.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do one more.
Yeah.
Let's try
You're
one more
giving him
time.
a 4?
Yeah,
Oh, one more
Yeah.
attempt.
Oh my goodness.
All the pressure's on now.
I'm a good friend like that. I got your back, Dutch.
Talman
if it
says this
fails
seems
this
pretty on
fourth
par to
one?
Octo expansion
Well, then we
difficulty.
just you have to move.
Then
Which is
the
a good sign.
people are gonna have to see
It's a
for
good sign.
themselves.
Yeah, I think if you like like the Octo expansion, I don't think you have a lot to worry about here.
Let's see.
Yeah, I agree. I don't
Is
think
helping.
there's a lot to worry about based on what we're seeing, and we don't even know how far into the game this is
Hey,
compared to what
oh, sorry, go
we
ahead.
played. When we played, it was the first like half hour of the game. I don't know how far in this is, but it doesn't seem that far. All things considered. So
Josh on Gosh.
that's actually a
And
very
this
good
isn't the
sign.
only
Josh
real
on Gosh
grinding
wants to know, how does this match
mission.
up to Elden
It's
Ring? This is
one of the
roughly
more challenging
3.41
ones, so
times
don't worry.
harder than Elden Ring.
It's a difficult one, but also
You
know
heard it
that,
here
you know,
first.
by the time
Because
you get
in
to
Elden
this,
Ring,
you'll
you don't have
a
to deal with
solid
me
grasp.
on the field, alright, baby? There's no Elden Ring boss
I
that
love
can
those
stand up
rings
to me with
because
a
it feels like a
dueling.
reward getting to jump through them. It looks so delicious.
That would be
Get
quite the
hungry.
Elden Ring replica.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, we got it. All right. See, looking good. Looking good. Looking good.
Don't jinx it. I think I jinxed it last time.
What if there was an
Not at all.
evolution of the Inklings and Octolings that could swim in water
I'm
and
just
was
gonna use
fine?
it the charge shot. I'm not gonna.
Ooh, that'd be interesting.
Yeah,
That'd be different.
domination.
Well, if it's the return of the mammalians, maybe the mammalians
That's
can.
it. No!
Did they get it? No, they didn't get it. I thought they did.
Yo,
I
this
guess
is.
the arrow missed at the
Alright,
bottom.
well,
I'm
that's-
a
I
little.
think
Oh,
that's good
okay.
enough
They're
for
just.
Yeah.
They're just.
Let
Okay.
people try this one on their own at home.
Almas in
Thanks
chat
for trying
asking,
that, though. That was
wondering if
awesome.
every
That
state
was
is going to be required if they're this
Oh,
hard.
Okay.
I don't think everyone
that's
will
for
be.
us,
It
it's
might
gonna be
actually
it
be
for,
based on how
for
many
this
of the
part.
little eggs you
Just
get.
note,
It might
that
need
we
you might need
actually
to have
will be
requirements for
coming
those,
back,
and maybe
with
like
some, you know,
a set
kind of
requirement of
strategy
like a certain
segment
amount of them
on what you
being
can do
completed
in
in
the
an
game
area.
itself. So stick around. We'll be right back. And as always, though, thanks for watching.
Right.
Who are they passing it off to now?
Interesting that they don't have the Splatoon OLED model there on the desk.
It said it was recorded in advance, so I wonder if it was like they recorded this before they revealed that, so they weren't sure when this was going to run initially.
Wait, they said this was recorded in advance?
Yeah, at the very bottom it said the content pre-recorded in advance due to like COVID guidelines and things like that.
So this Treehouse Live is more like a Treehouse Lie, is what you're telling me?
It's as much a live stream, it's as much of a live stream as an average Nintendo Direct is. Yes. Prepared in advance.
Treehouse Lie, Tris. Treehouse Lie. Oh man. And we have a commercial during our Treehouse Lie. I can't believe it.
The Splatoon 3 Enter the Splatlands Invitational 2022 Tournament.
Yo, Tris,
This
I'm kind
event will
of
take place
interested
on
in this.
September 5th
If
at
I end up
PAX
going to
West.
PAX, something I want to do is
Some
I
of the
want
top
to cover
finishers
all
from
like
this
the
summer's
Nintendo
Splatoon
tournaments
2
they're doing there,
Inkopolis
and
Showdown
just
will
go
head to
full, like,
Seattle and compete
commentator.
in North America's first
Well,
ever Splatoon 3
unfortunately, I think-
Invitational.
The Invitational, I think the only people that can play in it are the
Follow
people that
the
won like the
official
summer
Nintendo
Splatoon 2
versus Twitter
Invitational.
Oh no,
for
I don't want to
updates.
compete. I just want to like be on the sidelines with a microphone,
Oh, okay.
talking about what's like, you know, making up rivalries. Yeah. Because there's also, they're doing the Panda Global Smash competition. There's a Mario Kart thing, and this, yeah.
Oh, in the back.
Hey everybody, welcome back to a very special edition of Nintendo Treehouse Live featuring Splatoon 3. They want to do that. All right, and I'm here
Super
with
Mewtwo, no,
Tara
they haven't gotten to
and
Harvestella
our very
yet.
own Treehouse Squid Lab researcher, Dutch.
They're Dutch.
All right. So what we're going to do now is we actually wanted to show off some of our multiplayer stuff. Now, before we start, I just wanted to do a little bit of housekeeping to just let everybody know that this is a special build that we're playing on. We're actually not going to get right into multiplayer, but we did want to show you some elements to focus on that because there's a lot of really great stuff. And again, just to let everybody know, this game's coming out on September 9th, so just a little thing to keep in mind. All right, now, so Splatoon 3, let's see what we got first.
No, double L, I
think
like
we're
that
gonna show
level,
off a
the
splash
on rails level. I think that was cool.
So
I like
too.
that.
Yeah, let's
What
see.
is a splash?
Oh man, look at that
So
Inkling hair.
the
just moving in the
Splash-O-Matic
wind.
is in the shooter
this.
class of weapons, which is it's kind of like the bread and butter of the Splatoon series. It's like your well-rounded,
Crab and the
versatile
burst bomb. And
weapon.
my webcam shut off
You see,
again.
it's just got your classic rapid fire.
One moment.
It's got decent range. You're pretty much going to be able to do
Nice.
it all with this weapon.
I've always been a
and we
fan
should
of
also
the
mention that
Splash-O-Matic.
weapons
It's a good
come
weapon.
in sets in Splatoon, so you can kind of see in the upper right-hand corner.
A good weapon if
I
you
have
just want
a
something that shoots
sub-weapon
straight,
as well.
you know
In
exactly
this
what
case,
you're
that's
doing.
the burst bombs. It looks
Yeah,
like
good stuff.
this.
Oh
Throw
yeah,
that against
chat.
the wall
This
there.
practice arena
See, it
so
just
much
kinda
better than the practice place
explodes
we
on
had
impact.
in Splatoon 2.
Which is great. It's
Yeah.
probably my favorite. So.
I'm just glad it's in the
really
lobby.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
I
too.
like the
Oh
autos
my
because
god.
they just find. I guess we'll see that soon.
You
No
can use it
spoilers,
right away.
but they find.
I
your
find it
enemy,
interesting,
so
by
you
the
don't
way,
have
when we
to.
played
And the
our
most exciting
preview
thing
demo
about
that
this
we
set
played
for me
a while back,
is the
that was
crab
definitely in
tank.
the
We
local
can see that's,
wireless
my special
lobby,
weapon,
which
and
is
that
different than
upper
this
right-hand
one.
corner is kinda
Like the
shimmering there, so that
lobby, the
means
layout,
it's ready
Yeah.
to
the
go.
testing
So let's
area,
take a
completely
look.
different.
Totally.
Here it is.
Tris, I have a good idea I would like to share,
so
and I hope
Yeah.
Nintendo is listening and they implement this.
It's so
I always thought it was
dangerous.
silly that to clean out the
Love that
stadium,
one. And actually,
you have
I'm
to
gonna
go into the
ahead
menu and
clean
press a
up here,
button.
so I can get that again.
Like
Because
that, he just did it.
Two
I always
different
thought it would be
attacks. So
cool
that
if
was
there
the
was
first
something
one
in
that's
the
kind of like a
environment that
rapid-fire
you like filled
machine
up
gun
with
that
ink.
really has very
And then
good
that
range as
like
well.
sent out a little machine
and
that cleaned
then
out the area.
Yeah.
Like so you didn't have to
A
go
little
to the menu.
Roomba.
Back.
Yeah, I thought that'd be so fun.
Kinda
So
like this
Nintendo, if
big
you're listening,
shell that has
get 'em in
an
there.
area of effect here.
Great area effect. I really like.
Just
that
have, just
one.
have a little like cardboard like
One thing
Mario
to note,
with
too, to
flood
point out
come
for
running
those,
out,
Yeah,
watching
it'd be
at
and
so
it
home,
just
good.
and
we're
it
actually
like
in the
washes
new
away everything.
multiplayer
They already
lobby.
have like those little
This is the
Squiffer
test
guys in the
range
story
side
mode.
of
Like
things,
you could
so
do something.
Oh,
we're
yeah,
like, Whoa,
yeah.
what is this? This is a brand new,
Don't remember
brand new
this.
feature to Splatoon 3. It's really, really cool. It allows you to, well, test your weapons in the range.
Or imagine you fly up
Yeah, it's actually
into like
fun,
a
and it is a
basket
big change
in
from
swim mode,
Splatoon 2, where
and
now
you're
the
safe in the
lobby
basket,
is like a
and
physical
then the
space
whole
where you
arena
can
fills up
be,
with water, and then
practicing
lets
while you're
it.
waiting for a match.
Yeah,
or,
yeah.
I think we saw in the direct
There you go.
that you'll see kind of holographic ghosts of your friends in the lobby if they're online. So it's kind of a cool new hub for the
No, we
multiplayer
will stick
battles.
around on
Take
this
a look.
stream for the Harvestella stuff.
See this space here.
Yep.
It looks
Yeah.
so good.
Actually, we haven't showed off the Squid Surge and Roll, which is something we might
Oh,
want to do.
here we go.
Ah,
Here
yeah.
we go, Tris.
Oh, here we go.
And that
those.
is a fun new addition
Squid
to
Surge and Roll.
Splatoon 3 as well. And to show that off, let's see. So the Squid Roll, typically, you know, if you're going in one direction, you get kind of you have to slow down and kind of stop your momentum to get going in the other direction. But with this new mechanic here, you can turn on a dime and go in the opposite direction. So imagine maybe somebody's throwing a bomb in front of you. You can
It's pretty
change
nice.
direction really quickly, and it
Yeah.
actually gives you a few frames of protection while you're doing that move.
Oh.
All right.
Let's see this
in
iframes, dare
action.
you say?
Yeah, so here's another toy that we've got in the lobby over here, which is the copy machine. So I'm gonna go ahead and
Copy
wake it
machine?
up here.
What?
Vaguely threatening.
Look at this little freak. Oh
So
my
the
god.
copy machine here does it copies what I'm doing. So if I shoot, it shoots.
Guys,
it
I'm just
throws
gonna tell you right
bombs, and I
now,
throw
the
bombs.
squid roll,
It
it's
tries
not
to
the
deflect
overpowered
flame on
thing
its
you think it
teammates.
is.
If I try to
It's-
deflect flame onto my teammates,
I see people in the chat saying it's
Because
broken or it's
everything
gonna
that
be
I
spam.
Dutch, when
You're
have you
gonna
ever
die.
had to deflect flame?
Let's
I've
find
had
You have
some
to be
effect.
moving in the first place.
Yeah, and it
All
doesn't.
right, so I'm
It's
gonna finish
not.
off this
you're
new
not as
squid roll
invincible
move that
as
gives
you
you
think
that,
you are.
that couple frames of protection here. So if I'm rolling wrong, I see a bomb.
There you
Like,
go.
Oh,
my
well
man,
done.
did you
That's
see what happened to him
easy.
right there?
Right there.
Like, come
Got it in
on.
one.
But you kind of hear that like little like shimmery kind of sound that
Yeah.
lets you know that you kind of got it out of that. Let me try one more.
All right. So then why, since we, woo, look at you.
They still took
I
damage,
know,
yeah.
it's-
Not as much. Didn't get instantly splattered.
Yeah.
So maybe we
but
should move on to the next
Did still take
topic
damage.
here.
So
Oh,
yeah,
actually,
actually,
didn't
yeah,
show
let's-
off Squid
And
Surge.
Yeah,
even in
Squid
high level
Surge, that's
play,
another
I don't know
new,
how utilized
mechanic
it will be
for
because
Splatoon
I
3,
think
and
that
that's gonna help you
if
get up
you are
walls.
good
So if I get
enough,
onto this wall
you
and I
won't need
charge
to
it up,
use it.
it's gonna shoot
I think
me
the
up, give me a
one
little
use
boost
case
up there so I
will
can kinda
be
get the
for
drop on
avoiding
people. So that's
charger
useful
fire.
if you're
I think
maybe
chargers.
you've got somebody camping out up
Because
here.
with chargers, you get that little like
Come
red
up
light
here,
on you,
do
and
a
you're
little
trying to
squid
like,
surge,
you know what I mean? And chargers
and
were
come down on
so
it from above.
strong in Splatoon 2.
You're so accurate.
Yeah,
I
like
always
you
miss
need
that was
to-
kind of nice there.
Yeah.
Tried
Where they were using it to
practicing
go
that
up
a couple
into
times. I
target.
really
That
love
that
the move.
did look
And-
kind of nice.
And that's the worst when you're like set up the move perfectly, and then you get to the up to the top there, and you're like, oh, missed it.
That's just gonna be
Fun
so much
things
more
to work
deadly.
Anyway, okay, well, let's check out a different weapon, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
let's
let's
hop
check
in.
out the
Wait,
next
different
one, which
weapon.
I believe is.
Oh, are we
one
gonna
of
see
your
other
favorites.
weapons?
It is, yeah. I have spent a lot of time with the carbon
Ooh.
roller here, and actually, while we're here, I
Carbon
just want to show
roller.
off one more
All right.
kind of quality of life improvement here. You can sort the weapons by class, and you've got.
Okay, well,
that
this
up here.
shows us like 3
So
other
good. I love
weapons
that they
Yeah.
added that.
All
that
so
we
I'm
didn't
gonna
see
go ahead
before
and
that
clean
aren't in
up
the demo.
here, so we get some new territory here. So this is the carbon
Carbon
roller. This
roller.
is a
Chat,
weapon
correct me
in
if
the
I'm wrong.
roller
Carbon
class.
roller was in Splatoon
And
2.
the way this class works is
think it was.
you've got
I think it was,
an ink
yeah.
roller here.
Yeah,
if you
see,
press
Bree
the
says
attack
carbon,
button,
my main.
It does
Oh,
kind of
okay,
a
cool.
horizontal splash like that. It's pretty short range, but it's pretty powerful as well. And if you hold it down, then you can run around with it on the ground. And
Mow people over.
That's great.
and this particular one, with most roller weapons, that's going to be a one-hit splat if you've got it rolling around on the ground. But this one
Jake
trades a
asking
little
us
bit
in
of
Jake the
power
kid
for
asking
greater
us in
mobility,
chat,
which I love. 'Cause
what are our
for-
most
for me, my
anticipated games for the
playstyle
rest of
really
the
like
year?
getting
And
up
is
in people's
Splatoon 3 one of
faces,
those games?
Smashing them.
Tris, please
Gotta get 'em
enlighten me.
going.
People's faces.
Honestly,
such as game
it's
design.
primarily
ability,
Pokemon
too,
for
the-
me at this
Yeah.
point.
This one actually
It was
comes with the
Xenoblade
zip
3.
caster,
I have
That's
Xenoblade
true.
3.
Hell
I
yeah.
love Xenoblade
And one,
3.
well, one more point
And
on
now
the,
I'm
the
basically
roller
just waiting
class.
on
So you
Pokemon.
also have this
Persona
if you
5
jump
Royal on Switch,
and
though,
attack,
I'm also pretty
then
hyped
you
for.
do
That's one of my
vertical
favorites.
fling,
Yeah,
gives you
there
a
you
little bit more
go.
range.
Yeah, for me, I currently have
But it's a
4
narrower
countdowns on my
spread of
phone,
ink, so
counting
you
down
gotta
every
have to be a
day
little
to
more
these
accurate
4
with it.
games.
So yeah, so let's check out the zip
In
caster here, which
order
is a
of
brand new
proximity
special
to now,
for Splatoon
3,
and I'm really excited
Gotham
about this one
Knights,
as somebody who
God
spends
of
a lot of time
War,
with a roller,
Pokemon
which is short
Violet.
range,
Nice.
and you know, kind of get pinned down by
Also,
people with longer
perpetual
range weapons
hype
a lot.
for
So
every
let's imagine
single
maybe up on that tower there, there's somebody
multiverses
with a long
update.
range weapon trying to
Perpetual
pin me
hype.
down back here.
Yeah.
There.
What the zip caster is going to do is
Okay,
going
they're
to
gonna
let
use the
me
zip caster.
zip around,
Show me how this
clear
works,
to
because I'm
walls.
not good with it.
and it's going to let me come up right on this person right there.
So good.
Yeah, like
And
Then
you
you
do
go
have to be
back to
careful when
waist
you
height.
use
Oh,
it
I
though,
always forget that you
because
go back.
you might have seen there's a little marker, and when it ends,
yeah,
it sends
I
you
feel
back
like
to the
if
place
I'm
you
using
started.
that special,
So
I'm
if you don't
using
take care
it
of
to
business with
get
it,
somebody
and
who
people
is
see where
like
you're gonna
sniping
land, they're
from a
gonna come
high
right there
point,
and be waiting.
trying to get over there
Fuck
really
you.
fast, get
Yeah,
behind
you'll
them, get
land
the
and be
kill,
like,
so my
"Oh,
team
Yeah.
can push
that was
forward.
not what I
Yeah.
was expecting.
Yeah, or using it near the
And
ends
the
to get
sub-weapon
it,
for
you
this
know,
one,
quickly
as well,
into the enemy
you can see
territory.
here,
Yeah,
another one
yeah,
coming
yeah.
back from Splatoon 2 is the auto bomb.
The
And that one, you can kind of see the little ring shoots out when it lands, and that's going to detect the nearest enemy, walk over to it, and explode.
It's so awful. I mean, in the best possible way. If you're the one throwing it, it's just brilliant.
All right, so let's show this off in our first stage we wanted to display. Wow,
Yeah, let's
we
take
did
a
that.
look.
So let's go ahead and cut away to that.
Chad has a lot of
and then
hype
we're
for
gonna
Mario
go
Rabbids
to
2.
Our first
Nice.
stage that we want to show.
Yeah, I'll play
We've
that
got
one.
the Splatoon 3
It doesn't
Splatfest
ignite my
World Premiere coming up
insides, though,
this
the
weekend.
way that, you know,
so we wanted to
6
take
out
a
of 10
look
Gotham
at
Knights
some of
does, you know what I mean?
stages
Like
that will
that
be in the
really lights
rotation.
me up.
And if you've never heard of Splatfest before, it's a mode
Okay, so
where
now we're
you
taking
play
a look at
turf war and
stages
tricolor
Sick.
turf war.
that are going to be
But
in
first, you
rotation
actually get to
during the
vote
Splatfest
on
demo.
3 different choices, depending if in
Yo,
this
I
case
wanna
you
see
want
some
to rock,
tricolor
paper, or
action.
scissors. I think I'm gonna go for scissors.
Fox
No, wait,
in
I'm
chat
paper.
says
No,
snipers
I'm
are going to get scared
scissors.
from the
We've
zip
had
casters.
this
Yeah, that's what Jake and I were saying.
discussion.
100% makes a lot of sense.
That's all I know.
The hosts are basically all like,
happens
we're going
every time.
scissors.
I'm
He doesn't
scissors.
know, but I'm gonna be scissors.
What? We're gonna be on the same
Big
team. I guess
man
that'd be fun,
supremacy.
too.
Yeah, that's right.
I
That's
gotta get
right.
spotted by you.
guys,
I
remember
spot
to
with you, so I
That's
gotta-
actually a
Interact-
really good point too. I'm glad you brought
interact
that
with
up,
my
Jen, too. It's
TikTok.
Just for those who don't
Get
know, you
points for
definitely
Team
wanna vote for
Scissors.
the same thing if you won't be on the same team.
Yes.
Just a little pro
Good
tip.
point.
All right, so here
Hi.
we are in Scorch Gorge. So take it away, Dutch.
Yeah,
we got
so it's
some
kind of
recon
it's
going
kinda,
on of Scorch
I'm really looking
Gorge.
forward to this weekend because this is kind of eerie right here. It's like there's nobody here. This is
Ooh,
deserted.
I'm loving the
I'm excited to
graphics
see
right
some
now,
people
Tris.
get in here
This is good
and
looking.
play around. So this is kind of keeping in the theme with Splatoon.
All the
3,
random
which is
jellyfish
chaos,
that
right? So
climbed
we've got
all
this
the way
kinda
up these like
gritty,
giant
rusted
structures
out,
just to watch
worn
the splat,
down,
like
rugged
the
terrain
turf war.
here.
Yep.
And a couple of jellyfish
Some
up there taking
casual
The selfie
yeah.
stick?
jellies.
Nice.
That's funny.
Just
Yeah,
on
so
the
it's
rocks.
Kind of a canyon.
Double
That
L
feels
wants
like
to
a
know, can you
desert.
disable motion controls in the settings?
Either way.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
way.
I'll go ahead and open up the turf map here so you
Deserty
can see the
canyon.
layout of the stage. And so I'm thinking that for this particular stage, it's all going to be about this middle tower here. Because that controls the access to
rookie
each
mistake.
side. So that's the only way you're
A
going to get
rookie
into
mistake.
the other team's base. So let's come up here.
Listen.
Yeah, I feel
Which
most
is
people are
Dutch's
gonna-
favorite thing.
We're
Sorry.
getting
What do you think it'll be then?
I think it's going
It's
to
all
be.
about, I think, defending this middle.
I
and
think it's
keeping
going to
it
be the
controlled.
ones that are
Right.
actually.
So if you want to get into the
like,
other base,
on
you're going to have to
opposite
come up
sides
here
of that.
and go
I
along
think
this
you want
catwalk,
to get
which leads you
beyond
kind of exposed
those
from below.
and try to keep
If
getting
you go into
people that they're
quick foamy
going
seed
for the
drop right
tower
through it.
like fools. Tower, you're a sitting
Yes.
duck.
So there we go.
And then once you're over here, then you can get back this way and cause
Man,
trouble.
if you can get back to that
But
end
now
when
that
you're
you have the
actually playing Turf
Zipcaster,
War,
though.
it's
Yeah.
such a
So
huge deal.
for, I think the Zipcaster is
Yeah,
going to be
I'm with
great
you.
for
this
maybe
is Scorch Gorge,
taking
right?
control of that middle
Yeah.
area. So you
Okay,
can see,
I remember when we played this.
you know, imagine somebody's controlling that and
It was right over
dominating
here
it
that I
from
used the reef,
center
the
post.
reef
So
slider.
What are we gonna do?
Nice.
Let's get the Zipcaster here and fly right over here. Come up this way. Boom. Bam.
It attaches to surfaces that you wouldn't normally be able to ink, correct? Did we already
Correct.
mention that?
That's a great
It's
point,
so
yeah.
powerful.
It's really really great. It's all about kind of moving in a triangle momentum. Momentum. What was that word? called?
Triangle movement.
What is he trying
And
to
that's
say?
Momentum.
He's saying the Zipcast is all about trying to go in a
every
triangle,
Surface,
which
really lets you kind of
I don't
zip
quite
around
understand.
the stage and get behind enemy lines.
Yeah,
And
with
being
getting behind enemy
unpleasantly
lines is one thing,
surprised
but I'm
by
a little
Yeah.
confused
thinking
about
you're
the triangle
safe in one
portion.
area,
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
some Dutch comes winging in with his carbon roller and Zipcaster.
Speedman 1105.
And of course, there
cannot
are
go
many
into
other
the test
specials
range
that you'll
right
need,
now,
special
as far
weapons
as
that
I
you'll get
know.
using, depending on the weapons that you have. But
Yeah, and
Well,
you
let's
can't go
back
into the
and
test
take a
range in
look
the
at a
demo right
couple
now.
Other, couple other sets here. So
Yeah,
let's look at
cut back
Scorch
to it.
Gorge, which is going to be in the rotation this weekend.
Are they going to go to the other one now?
And
Eel
let's
Tail
hop
Alley,
back
I think.
in.
Okay. So time to show off something a little different.
Yeah, so you're taking a look at a shooter class weapon, the Splash-O-Matic. That was the
Oh.
first one we saw. And we saw the Carbon Roller in the roller class. Let's take another look at
Splat charge.
the Splat Charger.
Demetrius's favorite,
The
right?
Splat-
Just kidding.
I really like this
I think
weapon.
the Splat
think
Charger's
it's
in the
great
demo.
fun. I'm
I think
just
this one's in the demo.
not
I think so too.
the best at you.
So this is your classic long-range kind of sniper-style weapon.
Chat, is it
You
time?
can see the
Is
range
it
Okay, so
on
we're
it
not
compared
going
to
to
the
the
other
other map
ones.
yet.
Should I commit myself
charge
to
up
this
is so
for Splatoon
satisfying.
3?
Yeah, and
Should
that
I
sound
become
that it
this
is.
person?
So this is what
Should
it
I
sounds like
become the
normally if
enemy
you're
I
missing,
fear?
But
If you're missing,
I could be like Batman,
I
you know
feel
what I mean?
targeted by that
Oh
comment.
my god.
I mean,
Yeah.
It's cool though. I always appreciate seeing someone on my team using this weapon, and I'm always just in awe.
and when you get a good charger on your team, it's like a relief.
He
'Cause this
ho
is
in
really
chat,
for,
you
like, the
can test the
crafty,
weapons once the
skilled,
Splatfest itself is
patient,
actually live.
backline style player.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
yeah.
once
People
correct.
they're
can
like-
hang out in the back and just take people down, help
Just
defend.
not right now.
What's the sub and special for this
Yeah,
one?
so the sub for this one is the Splat Bomb, which kind of this pyramid-shaped one. You throw it out, and after it settles on the ground for like a second,
Man,
it'll
I just
explode.
want to be playing this. They got me jelly. I just want to be
And
playing.
then, let's go back to the
Oh,
copy
God.
machine.
I wish we could
And
test
I
the
can
weapons
show off
like
the
this right
special
now. It
here.
would be
This is
nice. There's a
another
lot to play
special
around
that's
with.
Brand new
Totally.
for Splatoon 3.
This is so good. This is probably my
Copy machine.
personal favorite.
Over the crab tank?
The crab
Really?
tank is great, but this is so good. I think it's gonna catch a lot of people off guard.
None of
with
them talking about the
That's-
reef
the amount
slider.
of ink you
Yeah,
can
what's wrong
use
with
if
yo?
you-
They're trying to hide
use
it.
it
They don't
correctly.
want to expose.
All right, so this is the ink
greatest
back, and what it's
special
going
in
to
the
do
game.
is basically suck up any ink that's
Ooh,
being
I want to see
fired at
this.
me,
I haven't gotten a great
and then I
look
can
at this
shoot it
yet.
back, and it'll create a big
Yeah.
a big explosion. So this is sucking up all the ink that the copy machine is shooting. I'm going to launch it back that way.
Oh, I wish he shot it in a less inked up
You
area.
can see the range on that too.
It's so good.
Like the
That's
range, I shot that
interesting.
from like back here. It goes all the way, basically all the way across the test range here.
Chat for the
should
Americas. The
try that one more
Splatfest
time.
starts
Maybe we should show
9
that without
a.m. Pacific time,
powering it up, just to kind of
noon
give people
Eastern
an idea
time,
of what
and
it's
then
like.
runs
On-
for 12
on
hours
Saturday.
on Saturday.
Yeah, it looks good. There we go. And did we explain, just in case somebody knows, what Dutch is doing right now is he's actually inking the ground, so he's building up his special meter that you see on the top right-hand screen.
Exactly.
So just for those who are new or wondering, why is he doing that?
You're just randomly firing on the ground.
You
Name
can
of the
see,
game is
as long as
ink
I'm
the most.
standing, as long as I'm standing in front, I'm sucking up all that ink. So I'm not, I'm not getting damaged by it. It's kind of absorbing it.
Yeah,
But
it's pretty
if
cool.
you keep getting hit after it's full, that will take you out. So
See,
you have to be
chat,
careful.
that's
timing
one
it,
that I
so.
think is going to
But
get a
don't let
lot
the
of play
coffee
in
machine
competitive,
splat
actually.
you. I'm not sure.
see
He
that.
was gonna
Yeah.
do it.
I was looking a little bit dicey there for a second.
Another thing that's back from Splatoon 2 is storing your charge, and then you can swim in the ink for a couple seconds before popping back out and releasing that
right.
entire
Oh my
charge
god. So triggered about
Oh
this.
yeah, I always forget about that.
This got
So yeah,
this,
you're
oh,
charging
Chris,
it and then you swim.
This was the source
and
of a
then you
lot of
release.
pain
Okay,
and
yeah,
anxiety
that looks
for
great.
me.
All
Oh,
right, so why don't we show off and go to the
Oh god, because their
second
little
stage we wanted
line
to show, which
would
is
not be
Eel Tail
there,
Alley.
and
So why
then
don't we
it would just
cut
pop
away
up for a
from this,
second, and they go, gotcha, ha, you'd be dead.
and we'll show that off.
Wait, so Dutch, what team were you
Yeah,
then?
I
Since
can
we're both
imagine
Team
that's,
Scissors.
I'm Team
not
Rock.
fun.
Oh, you are still
Yeah,
Team
don't
Rock.
overthink it.
All right, team paper it is.
I feel like you two were fighting
Chat,
over
we
paper
hate Dutch
initially,
now.
and so now you've just
We-
completely changed sides, Demetrius.
I mean, I'm a fan of big man. So.
That's fair.
Oh, there we go.
No, it's not really a choice.
Even
of
Demetrius
scissors,
says so.
it's Big man.
And that's probably why. I
All
can't help
about big man.
All about big man.
it. Okay, so we're going into Eel Tail Alley. And
Okay,
this
now
is,
they're going to Eel Tail
a
Alley,
different
yeah.
type of stage. Oh, we just saw kind of that rugged desert that Dutch was pointing out, but this is
I
more
like how
like
the
a city
recon mode
stage
times you
experience.
60
Yeah, right off the
minutes.
bat,
Like, what are you
it's
going to
definitely
do
a
60
different
minutes
feel
in a
to
level
look around here.
on your own?
Actually, one
And
thing we
like,
should point out too,
what-
we haven't mentioned yet, was
After
you just
60
spawning
minutes,
right
it's
there,
like, okay,
and that
enough
was
is
one of the
enough.
new features as well.
You know, why not?
Exactly, yeah,
Why
so
not
you
two
spawn
hours?
actually
I don't
from
know.
the air, and you can choose your landing spot as opposed to always spawning in the same spot.
Yeah.
That really makes it a little more dynamic. You know, maybe you're getting pinned down in your base, but you can actually choose where to land so that you can kind of, approach your opponents from a different angle.
It's one of the 3 new techniques, with the other one being a squid surge and squid roll. We should
And squid spawn. I'm seeing a pattern with these names. Perhaps. I
They're
don't want to
great
be too
names.
They're
obvious.
seeing a
about it,
pattern, but they changed the form
Let's
to
take a look at
swim
the turf
form.
map
Acknowledge
here.
it,
We
Nintendo.
see
Acknowledge
this is Eel
it.
Tail Alley, and it really does look like an alley. You know, it's kind of long and narrow,
And like an eel.
like an eel.
Oh.
Why am I getting hungry?
What? Sushi later?
Yeah, it sounds good.
So if I'm playing a charger on this map, I think it's going to be all about this catwalk up here. I think this is where I'm going to be living.
I think when we played it, it actually was a lot about
and
this.
that's
This
because
played a big part
you know,
when
the
we
high
played this
ground,
level.
Yeah.
Kind of control this area down
Yeah.
here as the other team comes up the middle. Maybe if I want to get really aggressive, I might come all the way up to this front area and be looking down here, clear out the pigeons.
No, don't scare the pigeon away.
Whoa.
Dutch.
Poor pigeons.
Dude, classic
Pigeon
Team
never
Rock
did anything
member,
to
am
you.
I right?
Yeah, this spot right here gives me access. You know, I got a clear shot
Good you.
at all these areas where the other team might come out.
I think there will be a lot of fighting below
Yo,
too as
I
well.
kind
and
of wish
feel like the ink vac
Splatoon could do
will be
things like
really great 'cause you'll be
Fortnite, where
able
it's
to
like,
kind
okay,
of
we're gonna do like
push
a
the
special
line,
event
push
right
the
now.
advance
So it's
of your
like, okay,
team,
only rollers.
using that special.
You know,
Exactly,
or
yeah,
like
you
silly
got
Oh, that
here,
would be cool.
Yeah,
soak
just
up
like
all the inks.
fun things they could come up
Everybody's
with.
shooting at you. It takes a while to charge when there's no ink.
I was gonna say, hopefully,
Just
How
a
does it
little,
do when you
just
get
a
no
little
the
ink?
while.
explosion's a bit smaller too.
This is
Yeah,
why I'm
it's
so
okay.
excited
Yeah,
for this weekend.
significantly
because, you know,
smaller.
like,
Yeah.
We've been messing around with this game a little bit, but I'm really excited to get in there with other people and, try out all my moves.
Just
that
play
look, that
nicely
look
with
really
them,
sweet when
Dutch.
there's nobody against me. But
This is Luigi's
If you see
poltergeist
the name
move.
Dutch
Yep.
on the opposing
Pretty much.
team,
Yep.
be afraid, or amazed, or impressed.
So,
all
Chad,
of the
just as a
above are the
reminder, we're
correct
probably going to be
responses.
wrapping up Splatoon
All right,
3
so
stuff
you
soon
got a
and
chance to see the
moving on
Splat
to
Charger and Eel
Harvestella.
Tail Alley. Let's go ahead and move back to the lobby because we have one more thing to show.
Oh,
so we're gonna
one
cut
more
to
thing?
that.
Yeah, one more thing.
Yes.
They
Only
said.
the best thing to show.
I can't wait. Like, I think this is gonna be. It's just such a cool feature.
Do you think they're giving me the Pokemon
and what
card?
we're talking about is we're gonna actually show you one second the lockers. And
No, Jake,
lockers
this is
are just
recorded in
something
advance. They didn't know
Oh,
about
yeah,
it.
damn.
one
Okay.
customization option of showing off, your own unique style, which the Splatoon series has always had. So just being able to, expand on that, I think is wonderful.
exactly. And this is, it's all connected to this physical space in the lobby here. So
Dutch,
this is
quit
the lobby.
delaying. We want
Nice.
lockers now.
Ah, lockers. There we
Love
go.
this.
Alright, so
Although
here's
we
my
know what's
locker,
gonna happen to.
I know.
which I have
Maybe he'll be
prepared.
good this time.
Yeah, this gives me enthusiasm. I don't
So
know why.
with these
I like it.
these are your personal lockers, and what you can do is you can actually add your weapons and even some items that you get from Hot Atlantis. That's
Ah,
one of
like
the
that
new
has the physics, that's
stores, in this game. It's really cool. On top of that, here
That looks a little
goes.
stiff.
Yeah.
but-
There it is again.
Organizing.
We
Oh,
can't
man, I
ever
never
go
wanna
without
see Your
it.
closet at home.
Remember how perfect this was when we first showed
it
it?
was in
Just
perfect
open the
harmony,
locker, just
which
throw a
is
bunch of
awesome.
things in and
amazing.
slam it shut. No
This is
organization.
awesome.
Wow, Wow.
People are gonna make
Now,
funny
you can put
lockers.
the cups upside down.
Yes.
Yeah.
Although the dust gets in it and stuff, so I don't.
I mean,
Also, one thing to note is you can you have stickers. You
Was
can
that
actually
a
even
was that
change
a
the color of
plush?
your locker.
Like you could
There's a
actually
lot of
buy
stuff
like
to add,
the.
which is
That's
gonna
fun.
be really, really, really cool.
I think you should be able to set up
one
a
other thing,
bomb in your
too, to
locker
point
that if
out-
somebody else opens it, it like goes off and it inks you a little. Like that'd be awesome.
and you can
That'd be
see other
hilarious. Yeah.
people's lockers. So if you see one that looks something like this in your travels,
Hate mail this way.
it might be Dutch's.
Oh man! All right, so there's one other thing too we want to quickly show is the splash tags, which is another
Wait,
really cool.
looking at that,
feature,
it'll see
that is
you
also
could
new
put
to the
multiples
game.
of an item, so
Click
you
that,
could just
click
put
that,
like
click
10 splash-o-matic or 10 like splat bombs in your locker and just that.
So on the left-hand side of the screen, as you'll see, it says Splatlandian Youth Player 1. This is actually the splat tags where you could normally would
I
have
want
your
to
name.
ask,
and
can you
can
put
have
small
different,
fry in the locker though? That's the
banners,
big
badges,
question.
and titles.
Kind of uncool.
You obviously wouldn't just be Player 1. We just use
I
that
mean,
here
could
for
be
reference.
if you
You
want.
could be if you want to.
That's you.
Yeah.
You are player. You
Fox,
are
I could
number
imagine
one
someone filling up their
player
whole
one.
locker
No,
with
you're not
bombs.
wrong. But there's a
So
lot of
funny.
cool stuff. And one thing to note too is with the lockers and even the splash tags that there will be some season catalogs that come. So expect to
season
have new
catalogs.
items to be able to put into your locker, new splash tag stuff, and even some new weapons. So really cool stuff. Or
That
additional
poster
weapons,
on the
I should
left
say.
for the card game.
So really, really
next to
cool
the vending
stuff
machine.
coming
Nice.
as well. All right, so with that, we took a look at the lockers and the splash tag. I have one more thing I wanted to show, and I got it down here, so just give me a moment to pick it up because I don't want to
Oh,
drop
there
it.
it is.
And
Yep.
that is
Okay.
the special edition Splatoon 3 Nintendo Switch OLED.
I don't need it.
Super cool. It's
don't need
actually
it.
out in stores August 26th, so about now you could go check it out. But we just want to show that off. And let
Oh,
me
it comes,
actually
that's right. It comes out like
out
tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
and
yeah.
show you what the actual
Wow.
system looks like too outside of
Oh,
its
she's
dock.
hot. Ooh.
It's got this super
If you guys
cool
really like
design
Splatoon
here.
and haven't upgraded to an
Move a little back
OLED
and
yet,
forth
you
so
can
can
play
see
the
that
World
cool
Premiere
little
Splatfest on a
design
brand
shimmering
new
across.
Splatoon
And then
OLED
one more thing
Switch.
I have
God,
here.
it's so
Pick
expensive
this one
though.
up. This is the Splatoon 3 Pro
is.
controller as well. Now this one comes out September 9th, so it's out on launch day, but we just wanted to show you how cool that looks with the two different colors and the cool design.
I'm considering the Pro controller.
Looks
I'm
awesome.
considering.
I'm gonna end up buying one, and
know.
I won't regret it at all.
Oh, these are super cool. Okay, so with that being said, that is it for Splatoon 3 today. One more time,
Okay.
just to remind everybody at home that Splatoon 3 Splatfest World Premiere is going to be out on the eShops now.
Cool.
But
cool.
don't go anywhere. We got some Harvestella up next. We'll see you soon. Thanks.
Harvestella, baby.
Okay, yeah, now we gotta see what it's all about with Harvestella.
Did not appear on Tris nor I's most anticipated games for the rest of the year. Maybe-
I admittedly have not even heard of this game until they did the announcement for this, admittedly.
maybe this will turn us around. Maybe we'll see something that makes us go, whoa, a must cop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's possible. That's why I want to stick around and see what it is.
Yeah.
I like Square Enix games, so
Yeah.
maybe this will be exciting.
Kiritsumitsu, I agree. The card game does look fun. I'm excited about the card game. A little disappointed we can't play it online at launch, but that might just be a non-issue because like we gotta learn the card game, and maybe the update comes out so soon that we, in a
Yeah.
month we all go, hey, remember how we couldn't play this online at launch? That was weird. Yeah.
The Splatoon 3 Enter the Splatlands Invitational 2022 Tournament.
In case we missed it the first
This
time.
event will take place on September 5th at PAX West. Some of the top finishers from this summer's Splatoon 2 Inkopolis Showdown will head to Seattle and compete in North America's first ever Splatoon 3 Invitational. Follow the official Nintendo versus Twitter account for
I
updates.
wish the Octolings had a hairstyle like that with the Inkling, where the Inkling has kind of like almost like the burned tips.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
wish the Octolings had a hairstyle like that.
Yeah. I wonder if they will, at any kind of regular clip, give us new hairstyles. I feel like every now and then we got some new ones in Splatoon 2, but it was like very
I think the closest
Hi,
we
and
got
welcome back to
for
Nintendo
Splatoon
Treehouse
2
Live.
was
My name is
when the
Kay, and I'm
Octolings were
here with
added.
Andrew and
You could
Amber,
swap to an
and we're
Octoling and
going
they
to
had
be taking a
hairstyles.
look
They
at
also had less
Harvestella.
hairstyles than the main
Andrew, what
ones.
have we
so-
got for people today?
All right, here
So
we
today
go.
we're going to be taking a
All
look
right.
at Chapter 2 of Harvestella, coming to Nintendo Switch as the Nintendo Switch
console exclusive on November 4th. And before we jump into Chapter 2, we're actually going to show a quick video highlighting some of the story elements from Chapter 1 to get us on our way. Let's take a look at that. So here we see our main character is waking up. We actually find out that they have amnesia, and I'm not sure where they are. So they're welcomed by one of the residents of the town who kind of explains the situation to them. And then we're introduced to a sea light for the first time.
Better place to take a
And
nap
all of
than
a
on the
sudden,
ground.
the people in the town are gathering because, oh no, a giant crystal element is falling towards the Earth.
Oh no.
The planet.
Wow,
Dangerous.
this is an extreme video game
boy.
story.
What do we do when
you have
there's a crashed
amnesia,
crystal?
there's a
We
strange
investigate it.
meteor,
Of course.
it's actually a castle.
And then while we're investigating
People are on the
it,
ground.
we actually find
Yeah.
someone that we bring back to our home.
What is going
mysterious
on with
person,
this critter?
And start talking about where they could
One
be
testing
from.
OMG, it's Rune Factory.
And then eventually they run
Yeah.
off.
Kind of like that hairstyle. That character was with the dark hair, but the one like
Which
red
leads
braid.
us to
going down.
the
Kinda like
person
that.
who
They
greeted
They
us
just said
with
you
our
got
amnesia
3
are actually
carrot
showing us the importance
seeds
of harvesting
because
and
God
farming
forbid
and
it
how
was a
that
carrot.
plays into the
Tris,
story,
God
which we'll
forbid.
talk a little bit more as
God
we go into
forbid.
Chapter 2.
It
And
was
they
very
show
kind
us,
of them to give you a farm so you could have some goals to work toward as you try to remember
Those
who
look
you
pretty.
right?
Yeah.
So then we're introduced to the canyon, which is just north of our home, and we meet Dianthus.
Man, this is moving fast.
Yeah,
After
they said
speaking
this
with
is like
Dianthus, we
a
find out that we
recap
actually
summary
have kind of
of
what
similar
happens in
goals,
Chapter
and
1
they
so
join
that
our
they can show
party.
us some of
So
Chapter
we'll
2.
be able to
And
play alongside
we won't be
Dianthus
confused,
in Chapter 2.
Dianthus joined your party.
Great,
Woo.
that brings us up to speed.
Yeah.
So we're going to actually jump into some
There
gameplay.
you go. Tris, you're up
Two.
to, you're up
Oh,
to
man.
speed.
Yeah,
You're
and
up to
I'm
speed.
here. I just started in my house. I just woke up and I'm about to go farm some crops that I planted the previous day. So let's go check those out
We're gonna
and see how they're
Harvestella
doing.
them.
Your farm is so
Oh,
cute, Amber.
Thank you so much. So I planted some of these dress lettuce and it looks like they're ready to harvest. So I'm gonna pick all of these. Let's go, yeah.
I love some dress lettuce.
Oh, yummy.
There we go. And then I also have some carob seeds, so I'm gonna plant some more
Carob seeds,
seeds
yeah.
too, so they're gonna be ready for the next day. Once I harvest
funny.
all of these
These are funny.
crops once I've planted all these, I'm gonna water them.
Whoa.
Oh my
okay,
gosh,
wait a
you
second.
would
my
Tap
God.
on them while you
Look
water
at this
them.
though,
Yeah.
like look at how cute this like watering wand is.
Oh,
that you're
it's
using.
so cute
Well,
and very
wow,
convenient.
finding a lot of
very
carrots.
high
Here's the
fantasy.
thing.
Very
I really
fast,
enjoyed my
too.
preview
Yeah, yeah,
of
yeah.
Disney
Very
Dreamlight
efficient.
Valley, so that
I'm
kind of
loving
has
it.
my attention
I
with
also
like a
love the
game
name
like
of the
this.
crops. They had
But
carrots.
I know this
I
game
had
has some
some
combat,
carrots,
so
yeah,
maybe
and I
that maybe
have some
that'll
stellar wheat
spice
seeds over
things
here
up.
as well. All these crops.
Yeah, our
take
character
a
looks
little
like
bit of different
they're
time. I
this
believe
character
my
looks like they're
carrots
dressed
will
for
only
combat.
take one
Yeah.
day, so
To be
I
honest.
should be able to pick them tomorrow and put them in this chest here or my shipping box. And at the end of the day, I'll actually make
Cucumber.
money from the things that I put in
A
this
sandwich.
chest.
9
So,
sandwiches.
great perks of farming, but
It's also important to note that obviously making money off of your
Yeah.
crops is important because it allows you to purchase things in the shops and the stores, but you can also use some of the vegetables that you harvest and the fruit to
Loading
cook.
zones.
Exactly. And so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go back up to the canyon up
I
here.
really
and
like how this map looks.
go explore a little bit more with Dianthus. Try to find my friend, but I can also go and defeat
Canyon.
monsters to get seeds. So
Side
this
note,
is gonna
the
help
Nintendo
me
Rep
more
playing,
with
I like
my
her
farming,
green hair.
making sure that I'm still
Yo,
making
I was
lots of money
I was actually
too,
digging the
so
pink hair. I
can
thought that
live
was
this
sick. And
I really
fantastic
like all
lifestyle.
the
Yeah,
wild
so
hair
as Amber
colors.
said,
They're
our
fun.
main goal
I'm
right now is
disappointed in
to
the
go
third-
deeper into the
this-
canyon and
our
find our
man
friend
here
we're looking
not
for
dyeing
with
his hair for
Dianthus.
this.
But
Come
as
on,
you'll see
man,
on the
get on
screen,
board.
time is a very important part of this game.
Might be the
So we
same
start in
color
the
as
morning,
like
it's
the
about 6
top of the
a.m.,
shirt. That
Yeah.
And
it's
every
turquoise.
day you have your main goals to go forward to, but it's a really good idea to start by harvesting your crops, planting things,
Oh,
so that at the end of
fire
the day
elements.
you can
Here
go
we
back
go.
and see it, and then
Coach, what's on
continue to
combat?
level up
Nice.
and get money as you progress through the game.
Yeah, it's running into some baddies already.
Okay, I like on the
Gonna
right.
down
There's
some
okay.
this,
The
yeah.
I think the equivalent
It's
would be like
important
the
to keep
Y
an eye,
button.
too on your
Yeah, the Y button for
health
sword,
and stamina,
but X
which you
button
can
for your
see in
carrot
the bottom
seeds.
left
Wow.
side
Oh,
of the
yeah.
screen.
You
Careful
really
you
throw
don't
the
use
off.
your
bar
seeds
on the
in battle.
bottom is
Yeah.
your stamina bar, and as you perform actions like farming and
Or even
attacking
running.
or even running,
Yeah.
that uses up some of your stamina.
Whoa,
now
look at
you
these-
have next
look
to
at
that
these
also you
weirdos.
have your little stomach meter, and we mentioned earlier cooking. You can,
Stomach meter?
You can make meals for yourself to restore health and stamina
I
and
see.
to fill up
I see
that
what they're doing.
stomach
This is
meter. And as
interesting.
long as you
That's-
have
that's
food
an
in your
interesting
stomach, your
idea.
stamina will regenerate automatically.
And as Amber continues through this area, we're seeing that the map on the top right actually finds the new areas. So everything starts off as black, but then as you explore, you see more and more.
Hey guys, I found this really beautiful waterfall, and it's pretty refreshing. I think we should take a break.
Sure.
We've already been
sounds great.
adventuring. We farmed a lot this morning. Let's take a little bit of a break.
Live your best life.
I know, right? Oh, and my
Hope the
health and
stamina get
stamina have been
replenished. Okay.
replenished.
Yeah, that
Great,
makes
but
sense.
it did take some time.
It
I
did
don't-
take some time.
I feel like
but
they
I
showed
think
that
it's
like it was
smart
a
to make sure that
feature.
we're taking a break every now.
When like,
All right, I'm
all
gonna
right,
go
okay,
look.
okay.
I thought it was gonna
Here,
cut away to like a little like cutscene or
Can we
something
just
with
Yeah.
that,
appreciate
but
how pretty this place is?
Is that
too?
a broken
Gorgeous,
ladder?
Look at that.
I also found
Looks like
a
it.
broken ladder
Yeah,
up
okay.
here.
Can you fix that?
Let's go try to find something.
Not from
to
down
fix
here.
it. Not from down there. I want to. I
Goblins.
want to get up
Oh,
there.
It's always goblins.
There was also another
No,
broken
in
ladder
Zelda,
over
it's
here that I
bokoblins.
found
That's
previously
right.
when I found Dianthus.
I like to
And
call them
so
Bobo
I'm
Crines.
hoping to find that one as well, so we can
because from
repair
a
it.
distance, that's what I
and
thought
we
the
have
name
some
was. I was
fun
wrong.
shortcuts throughout this canyon. Oh, here we go.
Can we talk about Dianthus for a second? I love
Now
the
it's
hair.
cursing.
Her hair is so long.
I wonder if
And
you
the
can
shoes.
switch
shoes,
to your
though?
other party
Yeah.
member and like do some combat
She's
as
just
them.
fabulous.
I always appreciate
Very
it when you can do
fabulous.
that in
So,
games.
we found this broken ladder. Dianthus is actually going
That'd
to
be
help
nice.
me repair this ladder.
no, it doesn't
So
seem like that's the
when you are
case.
repairing things, it's
Yeah.
actually
Seems
going
more
to
more seems more
also
like you have a main
take
character than
time,
like a follower.
outside of your day to repair
Teach you how to repair
any
it.
of these things. So making
Now you
sure
can
that
fix them.
you have enough time to repair them, but also get back to your house is really important.
I love that in this
So, let's
wild
see, repair
environment,
this ladder is
they
gonna
are
take an
introducing.
hour.
Yeah,
That's
listen,
early.
you're gonna
It's
just
still early.
find
We still have time.
broken
We still have time.
ladders.
You do have to keep an eye on
And
the
that's
clock,
gonna be
though,
a
'cause if
problem.
you're
Yes.
too late and you run out of
Time
stamina,
mechanics too.
you'll
This will take
actually
1
collapse when you
hour.
get back
Make
home.
sure you have enough time to get
Exactly.
back home
Oh,
afterwards
here's
Yeah.
a
too.
shiny.
It feels like
What is it?
there's a lot of management aspects to this.
A
That's like what they're going
mushroom. All right,
Can you trust the mushroom that's on the ground?
I'm gonna eat it.
It smells
for. Whoa, no,
pleasant.
don't do it. Don't do it.
pleasant. Yeah, just brush it
No.
off.
Sure.
Yeah.
What could go wrong?
Nothing.
It's like
Oh, it's
vitamins
bitter.
and stuff.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Foolish mistake.
Don't
Oh
press food on
gosh,
the
my
ground,
stamina.
Amber.
My stamina. Okay, well, good
I,
thing.
I like how
got
it
a
tastes
sandwich
more
from
and
my
more
friend
bitter
Tess,
the
who
more
can
you
help
eat it.
me.
So stop
I'm gonna
eating.
eat this sandwich. It's gonna help replenish my health.
Actually
Give me-
healed the anthus too.
Oh yes, exactly. So it's
Take a random mushroom on the
good.
floor or off the ground and eat
See,
it.
I wish they let you
a good
kill some of these
sandwich.
critters and then be like, "Would you like to take a bite?"
See, the Dianthus is doing
Would
photos of
you-
laser taps.
Yeah.
You wanna
yeah.
try?
Heals,
Yeah.
you know, but it's great.
Or get more materials
see
from
what we
killing the
got
enemies.
on
So yeah, I think looks like we're getting
I think
some.
you can also see as Amber runs around that she's picking things up off the side of the road. Not
Yes.
just an inedible mushroom, but things like crafting materials and other ingredients that you can use in cooking or things that you can
These are
sell
level 3.
along with your crops
Wow.
to make money.
Yeah, I think she just found some seeds actually.
I did
And
find
sometimes some seeds, yeah.
Oh, a lot of okay.
Oh, there's so many guys
Got a lot
here.
of enemies
Okay.
here. Yeah.
Use some of your skills, Amber.
I did. I just used one where I was spinning around. But let's see if I can.
Dianthus, do something.
Yeah.
Nice.
Ha ha. Awesome. Oh, I got you.
Someone asked, does this game have voice
Some
acting? I
copper
can't tell.
ore. Awesome. I'm getting lots of good stuff.
You are making out like a bandit.
Oh yeah.
What's also helpful is the top right map has that orange arrow that also points you in the main objective. So it will help us find our friend that we're looking for.
Exactly.
There are a lot of interesting and important things marked on the map. You can see once you find them, the gathering points, where you can come back later and continue to
I am liking
find
the
materials
balance
out in the wild.
we're seeing so far between like
Look at that.
harvesting and the
there we
actual
go.
like
That's what I'm talking
Yeah.
the
about.
life sim
Okay.
sort of elements
work.
of it
Thank you. Thank
versus
making this
the
look easy.
going out exploring and fighting enemies.
Yeah, yeah. There's a kind of person
Yeah,
that
get him,
is going
Dianthus.
to absolutely love this game.
you. Nice.
Just
Mm-hmm.
sink time
Well,
into
good job.
it.
Nice.
I
Always
love
be
the
something
scenery,
you could be
And I know you talked about
planning,
it earlier,
fighting,
but right now it's
managing.
spring.
I get
and
it.
the
I
seasons
totally
play a
get
really
how this
important
kind of
part
game
of the
can get
story.
its
So
hooks
what we're
in you.
seeing now, as we go into summer, fall, winter, and the
Never
quietest into
fall.
the season of death,
Man, I just want to
that will
plug in
also
my
change
Switch
what we're
and
seeing
do
in the colors and everything as well.
and just transform this
Some
into
hard
the last
stone.
Splatoon 2
Just trying to
stream.
gather as
Goodbye,
many
Splatoon
resources
2.
as possible. I
I'm
don't
just
know
itching
it.
for it.
wanna
I
make
can't
sure
get
I can
Splatoon out of my
get
mind
everything.
now. They were
Something
effective
like
in
that.
this
Shiny.
stream.
That might be a
Shiny.
really
know,
good
we
stream
lost
to
her.
do like
Just so
in the
it's good,
days
right?
leading up to
Okay, I'm gonna reach
Splatoon
into the
3.
bush and get
Oh,
this.
okay.
What is this?
This is
Like
like
a
the most
like a
obvious
farewell
bait you've
Splatoon
ever
2
seen.
stream just play for like an hour or two.
Oh no, monster!
That might be a good idea. I kind of like that.
Oh,
Splatoon
all
2.
right, I got him though.
Okay.
Got this,
all right.
Amber.
All right, let's see. Bah! There we go.
Wow. Yeah.
Got him.
No problem.
Got him.
That poor goblin
All
just
right.
wanted to protect its shiny.
This is my shiny. All right, let's get these
It looks
guys,
like
these baddies.
The enemies have specific
All right.
elemental types. It
Treasure
looks like
chest
there's
up
like a little
there.
like fire icon above the goblins.
Look at all this. More lumber, too. I'm getting so many
think.
goodies.
Why was the lumber
I
kept
can't
in a
wait to go
treasure
back
chest?
home and plant all these. Oh, and here's this.
Oh, and there's the
You
second
know-
bridge we're looking
Oh my
Ladder.
god.
Ladder.
Something
okay,
about
this
these.
is going to consume 1 hour.
Something about
Ladders.
these broken ladders
Okay.
just in the wilderness is. It's not
Given
hidden
the
for
important
me.
thing about these ladders is obviously
I don't
you
know.
can see
This-
these
it's-
dungeon
that- there's
areas
some
are quite
dissonance
large, and
there.
it does take more than 1 day to get through them.
It-
So
it
being
does
able to
feel a
build
little
shortcuts with
weird.
the ladders like this
It's
helps
just the
you progress
model of
farther
the
in
ladder
dungeon
they
without
use.
wasting
It's like
as much
it's like for
time
getting out of a
on the
pool.
areas you've already
Whoa!
explored.
Did you see
And I think
that?
I just
That
saw on the
was a
map that,
flip,
we're getting
yeah,
This
what the
person is
heck?
a
next section of
freak.
the canyon,
That is
so maybe
so
since it's getting
weird.
late, it might be a good idea to head back.
Yeah, let me just do a
I
quick
noticed
like
that there was a fishing
acrobatic
spot
front
here earlier,
flip
so I
down
think
this
I'm gonna
ladder.
stop and just fish for
God.
just a little bit.
Oh, and now we're fishing.
I suppose we have time.
We have time, but and look at how peaceful it is, and we can sit here and listen to the music for a
In
little
chat,
bit,
wild
too.
broken ladder was encountered.
Reflect
Yeah,
on the
yeah, I don't
adventures from
know.
the day.
I do like
It
how
does
it's-
feel weird.
I like how
Count all
this
of our bounties
tool.
here.
I think
I
it's the
hope
same
there are
tool they were
fish.
using to water the plants, and now they're using
As
it
you
to
can
fish.
see,
That's
it does take
neat.
time.
I always
The
love stuff like
fishing
that.
Can be quite time
Is this the
consuming,
same
but you
tool
do
that
get
was
some
also
good
the
stuff
weapon,
from
though?
it. Again,
Oh,
things
got the
you
same
can
silhouette.
get For money, or
Oh, it's
sometimes
versatile.
things you can use in
Cool.
recipes to make different types of meals for yourself and your friends.
Exactly.
All right, do some
Oh,
cooking.
come on,
It's
fishy,
time.
fishy, please.
I don't think they're biting today.
I don't
Amber. Maybe you should
know.
wait
Maybe
for
we're being a
them.
little bit too noisy. and we're
Maybe I
scaring
was
them away.
being a little too noisy.
Let's give it another couple seconds. Maybe head back. if we
Maybe.
can't find it.
Oh,
there you go.
Oh.
Awesome. Okay.
Now they got a fish.
Ooh,
Wow.
look at salmon. Nice.
Golden egg salmon. Hey, this really is related to
Seems
Splatoon
so
after
good.
all.
the
Golden egg
fish look really
salmonade?
cool, and the meals and the character art.
And also, this thing that I'm using right now is a return bell. It's something that I can craft and return immediately to my farm. So if I'm further out
nice.
in the canyon
Return
than I
item.
want to be and I need to return home quick, it's a great item
Mangle
to use
Spike
to get back
asks,
to
how
your
much is
home
this game
really
going to cost?
quickly.
Well, you can pre-order it now on
But I'm
Steam
gonna
for
go back
60
outside
bones.
of my farm and just try to get
Yeah, it's on Steam, but it's
fewer
also
crops in here.
console
Right, you did pick up some
exclusive
seeds,
for the
didn't you?
Switch.
Yeah,
yeah,
I
so
did. I
I'd
picked up
assume
a lot of
60 bones on
seeds.
Switch as well.
And depending on what you plant, it might be ready tomorrow when you wake up.
Oh,
Oh
yeah,
so
you
my
can-
carrot
yeah,
seeds
same
I
on
think
Switch.
only take 1 day, so those will be ready for me tomorrow, and then I can make some more money. But I think we got some uni onion seeds. We got a couple different things, so I'd like to plant those just to
Fox
make
says
sure
out of
that
all
we
the
have
models for a ladder, they
good,
pick the one that
variety
doesn't match
of
the
stuff.
wilderness.
So
Here they are.
let's plant
No,
these uni
yeah,
onion seeds. I'm gonna
It's,
plant them
it's
right in the
weird.
middle. Why
It's
not?
a weird choice.
Chaos.
Chaos.
It
and
is,
then
it is.
we're gonna surround them with some duress lettuce, because you know what? Why not?
I
then
totally
we're
get
gonna
what this
bring
game
out
is
our
going
handy
for. I just
dandy
think that this is like a hard
watering
audience
tool.
I love this
to
watering tool.
get
I
to
know,
play
I can't
your
get over it.
specific
It's so
game.
good.
I'm just
It's like
admiring
I don't
how
I don't know
nice
how
the
you
music is
attract
now that
them.
it's
I feel like
nighttime.
the visual style of this game is kind
Look
of
at
whatever.
how beautiful our farm is.
I think
Just
you,
the aesthetic
like
of this
not to
game
be
is
not to be
so
weird, but I
pretty.
kind of think with
Every
this kind of
gorgeous.
game you're better off going
Well,
with
let me
like
just
an
dump all
over the
this
top
stuff
kind of like
into,
bright and cute art style
the
than you
shipping
are with maybe
box.
something
We got
like that.
that
But maybe I'm wrong.
crystal.
Like, listen, what do I
Looks
know?
like it's gonna
What do
earn
I
me a
know?
lot of
You know?
money when shipped. So let's send that out.
Hard to
These
say.
are
It really
the
depends on what
berries.
people might be looking for.
And
Honestly,
fern.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's
Um,
just
Those
ship
Stardew
that
it's
Valley.
through.
definitely hard to
Alright.
say though.
Yeah.
And then open up our storage box and let's store some of this stuff because I don't think I'll need it for a while.
Had a little
Just like
blast from the
box and,
past about
you know, items and
pixel art
things.
recently.
Yeah,
I've been
just
thinking
storage
about how much I miss some 2D games.
All right, just get out of my
I've been
inventory.
playing-
I
All
kind of
right.
Pokemon-
thinking about that too.
Yo,
Go ahead.
I've
though.
been
Now it's
playing
getting
Pokemon Mystery
close to
Dungeon Explorers of
You
Sky.
have time to
And I was
craft
Nice.
another
and I was like,
build.
oh my god,
Good
That's
idea.
a
smart
this is
idea.
awesome.
Just
I
make sure
love these
have
little
them.
critters.
Yeah.
They're so cool.
Because I know how late you like to be exploring. You get yourself in
How
trouble
late I like to be
sometimes.
up fishing. Exactly.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
that's
we're doing some
really-
crafting.
And it is good to note also that when you're crafting at home, it also takes time.
Just a little bit of time. Yeah.
Well,
so-
depending on what you make, too.
yeah, could take longer.
It just really is like a life sim with all these. Oh,
Awesome.
they'll take
Yay,
up this
my
amount of
return
time.
bell.
So pretty.
Yeah. Well,
Hey, Amber, it's almost 9 o'clock.
it's almost 9 o'clock.
Bedtime.
Time for bed. All right. Well, let's just take our time.
Your house is really cute.
I
too.
know. Here, I'm just gonna do a.
Someone says outside of the
pan.
farming, it's looking like
Look how
generic
cute
Square
and
Enix.
homey this little house is.
Yeah,
I'm so
I
glad
hear
that they
you. Especially
let
the
us
past few
stay
years,
here.
they've
Yeah,
released
it was
these
this
games
farm.
on
They're
You're just like,
Switch
here, this
that
house
do
is
kind
just
of
here.
look like
Just take
that.
it.
Yeah, I know what
Oh,
you're
and you
talking
leveled
about.
up.
I
leveled
did
up.
level up, so running around and beating all those baddies helped. So got some physical tag, magic, all the good stuff. And then here's our shipments too, so we get to see how
Wow.
much money I made.
Kind of like that
too.
your level up isn't
Wow, look at
after
all that-
battle.
look
It's
at all
like
that.
at
I
the
know,
end,
all that.
like when you
calls
like go
are
to sleep,
shopping.
you level up
Yes.
overnight.
So we can go into town.
Would it just be
after I
totally out of the
harvest
question
and,
for Square
of
Enix
course,
to make a
water
game
some of
like
my
this
plants.
and have
all those morning chores.
just
My
have it like
morning
be in
chores,
a
exactly.
made-up
But then I'll
Final
go back
Fantasy
into
world
the,
in
or
which
I'll
you
go
run
into
into
the
like Final
village,
Fantasy
and then we can go look
characters?
around there and
Is that just out of the
go on our
question?
shopping spree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Let's do it.
That's a,
As long as we just go
I
back
don't
and
know.
make sure we find our friend.
I don't know. That's a good question.
You know, you're traveling
That's-
along,
that's
you
my
find Cloud, you sell him some
For
carrots.
shopping.
Like, would that be so wrong?
Well, and you
I-
can find
know.
a bunch of interesting
I don't know.
things at the shop. You
A
know,
live
obviously
sim
things
version
for
of
your
Kingdom
farm,
Hearts,
more
you
stuff,
suggest?
But they also
Heck
have
yeah,
some
that'd
equipment
be
that you
awesome.
can use for adventuring as well. So
Yeah. Oh, yay! My carob seeds are all ready. Awesome. Look
Oh,
at
your
all of
wheat
these.
is ready back there too.
Those are so cute. They look like little bunnies.
But they do
Oh,
look like little bunnies.
I just think with a game like this,
Oh,
there's
and
a
looks
certain
like my
level of
wheat is also
investment in the
ready as
characters
well.
in the world
Oh,
that you
wow.
want to have, and you
have
gotta
so
like
much stuff.
you gotta like make that push. And I'm just
The
not,
carob
I'm
is
just not
great
getting
too
that
because
from
they
this. I
grow
feel like this
quickly.
is
They sell
all in
for-
on the
they
system,
sell quite a bit.
not enough
Yeah.
in
But
on the
they
vibes.
also give you a little bit of health and a little bit of they fill your food meter a little
It's
bit. If
it's
you're
tough to sell
eating them
in
as a snack
this
while you're
kind
out
of
on the,
Yeah.
on the road.
environment.
Yeah, true.
Like,
Got a lot of uses there.
if it was
Ingredients
just
in
getting a
couple
new
different
trailer
recipes.
out
I
for
think I have some
it,
more
or
wheat
like,
seeds, so let's
you know,
replant
the
these
developers
just to make
themselves
sure
are
that
doing
I
a stream
still
on
have
it, I
some
think that'd be
stuff
one thing.
growing.
But
Gotta
this-
maintain this farm.
it's tough.
Nice thing, I
It
think that the
suffers
stores in town open at 8 a.m.
similarly to
Yeah, so I
Bakugan,
have
but the
enough
problem with
time in the
Bakugan was that
morning
also
to
was a
get
very
my chores
flat game
done.
when they showed it off.
Right.
Um,
I think we have some time to grow
it's
some
a
more.
matter
Yeah, let's
of
grow some more dress lettuce.
it doesn't really complement the first game shown off in this little
There we
presentation
go.
Right.
very well.
It's so calming and peaceful.
Yeah,
Like,
the music on the farm is
When
just
when they
really
did it
great.
for
Nice.
Hyrule Warriors Age
So
of Calamity and
peaceful.
Pikmin 3
You almost
Deluxe,
forget the
those were
imminent danger you're in.
contrasting, but they were both first-party
Exactly.
Nintendo,
Oh,
well,
all right, so
mostly
let's
first-party
drop these off
Nintendo
in our shipping
coming out
box,
in
and
the
then
same month,
we're
like
gonna
right around
run
the same
to
time.
village.
So there was kind of a good reason for them to push
Same
both
time
of those
as
at the
that.
same
All the
time.
stamina.
Oh, good thing
But
I got some sandwiches. So I
They
think
said
I'll
this
be
coming
fine.
out like what, like November? Like there's
is
2 months
definitely a
between
playstyle.
Splatoon and this.
Yeah.
I almost feel like
Yeah,
I almost feel like if it was a
everything,
Treehouse Live
sprint
of
everywhere.
3, there were 3
So this is the
games
Village
shown
of
off, and you
Leafy?
do it
Yes.
early
And
summer, and it was
I love it.
Splatoon
It's
3,
so beautiful,
Xenoblade
so
3,
pretty.
Bayonetta
I see,
3.
like,
That would have been
background, you can see
a lot
everything.
more.
Yeah.
And it's really cool because the
hype
first
into
time we're introduced
people.
to this village,
Totally.
there's no one here, and I won't explain why. You know, you have
This
to play to
strikes me
find
as
out,
something
but
that if you
it's
were
really
going to
nice
pair
see
it with
lively
something,
with all the different residents from the
while
town.
similar, you
And
mentioned
there's also a
the
couple
Disney
fishing
Dreamlight Valley
spots
earlier.
in
It could
town.
pair with something like that.
Yo,
But
this
know?
this
is
outside
our
area
general
looks
store,
way
so
better
let's go
than
in
our
here and
like
see what we
farm
can
where
do
we
for
were
our
before.
shopping
That was way
spree.
more interesting looking.
Other
I wish we were
places
hanging
in-
out here in
there-
town
there
more. This
A
is
lot,
cool.
a lot more going
a
on.
smithy
Yeah,
where you can
I still
upgrade your weapons,
do
and
think
there's a place
this
where you
is
can
suffering
get upgrades for
from
your
like
house
very
and your
generic
farm,
looking
too.
characters. I like
And here's
it.
so we got a fireproof
I
ring
just
and a defense ring.
Wow.
none of us
big
know the
fan.
name of the
I'm
main
big fan.
character.
Wow.
You know what I mean? I know somebody does, but it's
Did
one of those
you see
things where
this
it's hard for me
backpack
to
over
like.
Here, 10,000.
It's not
I'm
taking me
rolling
in.
it.
Hey, if it's a
Yeah.
good backpack,
Yeah.
it's worth it.
It's worth it.
Look at this
And,
shopkeeper.
look, our friend Cress is here too. Looks like she's buying some stuff as well.
Like in something like Animal
Yeah,
Crossing.
Kay,
I
as
know
you
this
said,
is a
too,
silly
there's
comparison,
A couple other shops
but like
too, even
they make
the
an
doctor that
effort
you
to
can
be
go
like, oh,
visit
now
in
you're going to
town,
the
so there's a
shop,
lot of
and
other
these
things,
even
too,
in
for
this
you to
world
go
of funny
do.
animals,
But
the people
I
that
really
you
wanna make sure
encounter
my
that you're going to
friend's
encounter
okay.
every day,
Yeah.
they
Don't
stand
waste
out and
too
are
much
different
time.
from the
Yeah,
characters
before
you
we
find
do
in
that, let's
town.
equip
And I
this
feel like
ring.
Yeah.
what we
We already
just
have
saw of
one
that
ring
shopkeeper,
equipped.
Yeah, I
it
already
could have
have
been
one
any
ring equipped
generic
that's a simple
town
magic
member, and that's not
swordsmith
how
ring,
you
but I'm gonna
have a relationship
equip
with
this
these things.
defense ring. I think that'll help me.
Okay, the
on
character looks
fighting
cooler in
some
the
of
art,
these
I will
baddies.
say. The
I'll
art
find
looks
your
kind
friend.
of sick.
Yes.
Yeah.
Come on, Dianthus. Let's go.
I see some
As
saying
you can
that
see, she travels on the map, the time actually moves a bit quicker.
They like
while
farming
you're
games,
on
but the
world
farming
map, so you have
aspect of
to be
this
very
feels a little
careful,
tacked
and
on.
Don't be like me and get all
And
turned around
it
and
almost
waste
feels
half the day
like,
just trying to
and it's
find where you're
early to
going
say,
next.
but
Don't
from
do
the
that.
impressions getting here,
Be smart.
it feels like Square
Make
Enix
good
wanted to make
choices.
another game similar to others they
Okay,
made,
it's
but they
already
wanted to do
10:30.
something to make it
Let's
different. So they
rush
added
in here and try
the
to
farming
find our
aspect,
friend.
but they didn't
So
do
you should
enough
be able to
to
use those ladders that you were
Yeah.
blend it well with the.
exactly,
Well, not that
that's
it
what I'll
didn't
be
blend.
looking for.
Not that it doesn't
So,
blend well, but
The
it
first one that we repaired.
it very much. It kind of does feel like they
right
the
here.
farming came second, and then
Beautiful.
they figured out where to go with it from there. After
That's
like
very, very good hand.
the initial gameplay of like
Very
how you
convenient.
want a party, how
sturdy
you want
ladder
to
that you
run around and fight and
These
things
guys are
like that.
back.
Baddies.
They don't learn.
You are almost out of stamina, dear.
Oh, I was running
Some
too
people
much.
saying
Do you have
this
any more of the
this
sandwiches left?
I do have a lot of
seems more
sandwiches.
interesting than just a farming simulator to them, which I think is
don't.
kind of
I'm
the
gonna eat one
point.
more.
Yeah,
Now you can
it's there's more to do
Look at
than
that,
just
it's
a
so
farming simulator,
colorful.
That's true. That's true.
which
Your stamina would have regenerated, but it will continue to regenerate longer now.
Yeah, so once I have my
I think it's one of those games that's hard to show off like this. Is really it.
Yeah.
It's hard to show off a game like this in a way to get people excited
Come on,
for it.
Dianthus, help me
Thanks
out
for the
here.
assist back there, Dianthus.
Yeah, nice job.
That's teamwork.
Yeah.
End of battle. All clear.
Thank you. She's so good.
Get some more fur and
What a
some more
great
speed.
ally.
So it
Yeah,
looks
more
like this is
copper
the same
ore.
developer that makes the Ender Lilies games, if anybody's familiar with
Look at all these
those.
baddies.
God, I
Not
like the
heard
music
that.
in here too.
Yeah, Ender Lilies.
It's
Not heard
so
of that
beautiful, and
before.
it changes whether you're at your home or in the village or in the middle of battle. It's all just so different and really cool.
Come on, Dianthus.
Come
There we
on,
go. We
Dianthus.
got 'em.
I'm curious what the
And
little
here
icons
is
under the player
our
character,
other
like the very
ladder
bottom
that we
left.
went
There's a lot of
I
icons
did
down
under
there, or
for a
slots for
long way. I
icons.
wanted to gather
There's
all
only
of
one
it
though.
up.
Fight some more
Actually
guys.
filled in. What are those?
Well, thank
Warm
goodness we
up
had
a
two
little bit.
sandwiches.
I
You have stamina
am
for
thankful
it.
I had 2 sandwiches to do some little fighting over here.
End of battle.
Ooh, and look at all these things. Berries.
The battles
Ooh,
seem
Cool
fun.
berry.
Like, the battles definitely seem
That's a
fun.
cool berry.
Better than an uncool berry.
There's something unusual up ahead.
Uh-oh, feeling something unusual ahead.
You still want to
Let's go. I hope we can find our friend.
Is that a warning that if you continue, you'll have cutscenes and bosses?
Maybe.
I felt a little unnatural.
Ooh, Isn't it beautiful?
I
What's
love
that?
That structure, I know. So, Dianthus and I are going to be wandering around, and we noticed some of these structures that
They seem a little bit out of place.
out of
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, and they shouldn't exist here, but
It's all a big
What?
mystery.
a big
Who is
mystery.
this?
Whoa.
Another mystery.
Another
here.
Speaking of mystery.
Speaking of, so we also
Even the
run into this
animals
magnificent
have a lot of accessories.
unicorn.
The
Oh
unicorn.
my goodness.
He is looking for a princess.
Also looking very fly.
Oh, he looks very fly.
I want his hair.
Oh, and he calls us an impertinent buffoon.
Wow.
You know, just
Friendly.
Tris, I don't like this
very
unicorn.
friendly, a very friendly guy.
No,
If we had the
Talking about
option in
some
this
princess.
game,
Yes,
I would be
so he's-
I'd be taking this unicorn for
unicorn
resources. If you know
creature,
what I'm
he's
saying.
looking for a princess. We're
Oh,
also looking
yeah,
for
that's right.
someone, but he thinks
don't appreciate this
we're
attitude.
hiding
Unicorn's
the princess
rude.
from
Yeah.
him. Or,
Like,
or
bro,
perhaps
you are a
hiding the princess.
unicorn.
Or maybe trying to find her, but
Like,
we're not
relax.
hiding her. But there's no
have no
It
idea.
is
convincing
really
him
rude to
that
us.
Oh,
we
I would have
are
picked.
not
Let's just go,
hiding
Dianthus.
his
Let's just get out of
princess.
here.
And we're also searching for a girl. He just doesn't want to listen to us at all.
A giant unicorn horn is
Ooh,
amazing
yeah.
hearing.
Here to me too.
He wants to know. There's no, he's
100%.
not.
We're
he's
getting
not
some
gonna take any of
unicorn
this,
glue
so.
out of this puppy. Oh
Witness
yeah.
me. So
Sparkly glue.
Oh, now we're
he
fighting
wants to
it?
fight me.
Oh no.
Oh, nice. We actually
Well,
are. Wow, my
good
dreams.
luck.
Never mind.
Thank
10 out
you.
of 10 video
I've
game.
never fought a unicorn.
This is fantastic.
I love how
Come on,
it
Dianthus,
started
let's
off
go.
as, oh, you must be the
Good
princess I'm
thing I
looking
ate
for.
those
No.
sandwiches earlier,
Well,
so
we're
my
gonna
stamina's
continue to
all
go find
good.
your friend.
Health
Oh,
is
you're looking
kind
for
of
someone?
shaky,
Wait a
but-
minute.
oh, I
You
think-
must have hidden the princess I'm looking for. Now I'm gonna fight you.
Do you
What?
think,
Where's the leap
Oh
in
my
logic
goodness.
there?
gosh.
Tris, do you think the
Dianthus.
unicorn will join our party?
Dianthus, you got this.
Oh no.
It's a
watch
little
out.
overly
Watch out,
designed, I think it may.
Yeah, I
After
agree.
this battle,
Alright.
probably.
You're hanging in there.
I want
Gotta
my.
wait for those
I want
skills
my.
to charge back up.
I know. I want my power.
Use your skills. You're almost there though.
Okay.
Really close.
Where are you? Oh no!
Oh no.
Glue, glue,
Your skills
glue.
ready.
All right, let's
Get
go.
him.
Oh!
Oh, he knocked you away.
Yeah!
Yo, those abilities
there
were
you
not
go.
I was trying to
communicating
do the
great
bouncing
power
move
to
on
me.
him, but that was a little close.
Oh,
Seems like you're better off just slashing
Closer
it.
than I thought it would be.
Don't worry, he lost all of his health, right?
Yeah, we beat him, and he's impressed.
But he's
Famous
impressed.
last words. Witness me.
Witness
And
me.
Look at this
Oh.
beautiful
Wow.
guy.
Oh no.
Oh
And he
no, I spoke
replenishes
too
his
soon.
health.
Sorry.
Well, I mean, you still have
No.
sandwiches left, right?
No.
I know. I have
No,
a few
no.
sandwiches. Yeah. So trembling in
It
his
was a little
presence.
under
So
animated
he
there.
still wants to know where his princess is, but I think if we take some more time to explain to him exactly what's going on, who we are looking for, that he will.
Alan
Hopefully
Ruiz,
he'll
you have the right
understand.
idea. My
Maybe you
man,
can clear
my
up
man
this
Alan's out here
misunderstanding.
thinking
We'll see.
Monster Hunter. You have the right
It
idea.
doesn't seem prone to-
That's all. Listen,
No.
I'm sick of
And
this
also,
unicorn.
The princess and our friend have different names. So I think that's number one for us to.
Obviously, you get people.
They're not the same person.
Oh,
But
let's
let's see
like
if he'll
you
come
can.
with
Yeah,
us.
looks like you
I
got a
think
party
he'd
member.
be a good party member. You know, I'd like some healing.
Okay, Tris, as a
think he's a
reader
little
and
bit too stingy
as a
for that,
person that
but-
takes in
maybe.
art,
He
might
I'm
be
a
able to help
very
us out.
passive reader. If you tell me something
maybe he'll
happens,
just, you
I
know,
just
be
believe it.
annoying.
I go along, no problem.
Be rude.
But the writing of this
Helpful
scenario,
somehow.
Yeah, somehow.
I dislike
We'll find out.
strongly.
We'll find out.
This, I hate you. Let's fight. Oh, my health is back.
Awesome.
We're going off
now we got
together.
You know,
Oh,
you know what it kind
Yeah,
of
let's
reminds
really
me of.
try to find our friend.
As weird as it may
It's only 1
sound,
o'clock.
being
I
the
got
kind of
lots
game
of
it is,
time,
it
lots of
reminds me of like a storybook fairy tale.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like. It sounds like one of those stories that you would like read to a kid growing up, or that you would tell. That
it's so pretty.
kind of has those weird, unlikely
so this
scenarios.
right
Like,
here,
would you really befriend each
this
other
is
that
a
quickly, or
monolith.
would you really
These are
say this in that
actually save
situation? But
points,
you just kind of go
and
with it because it's a fairy
teleport
tale
points
sort of
for
things.
you. So
Different
when
from
you
the
go and
well, it's
activate
fiction, so
these,
whatever can happen. Like
Right.
it
one,
has
obviously you can
that
save your progress here, which is
air
great.
to the
but
protagonist,
also you can
to
teleport to
the
different points
style
of the
of
map.
farming,
could also go
the
back
sense
to
of
your
your
farm.
adventure.
It's
Something
another
about it
great
feels
place
very much
to,
like.
uh,
I
Move
we saw
and get back
the
home
intro
when
to
you
this
need
whole
to,
game
if
is
it's getting too late.
you have
so.
amnesia and then a
Another
meteor
great way to
castle
progress
lands.
farther
Like
into a dungeon.
that
Right.
kind of feels very
Exactly.
fairy tale.
Yeah, I hear you, and I think what I'm picking up on the
There's so
dialogue
many
is I think it's
stuff
just like a
to
little
fish.
I was gonna
corny,
say, I'm surprised,
and it's
Amber,
the
you
kind of
don't
thing
use
where
those
Yeah.
as your
I think the
favorite
dialogue
fishing
is like
rod.
aware that there's an audience
You
member,
are exhibiting
the
great
player,
restraint, and I'm
and they're
I
saying
am-
things
I
like
am- I'm
for the
trying.
audience members' benefit, which I understand.
Yeah.
I understand.
Oh,
It's
a
just
bridge.
yeah, it's a whole
I'm sure
it's a whole
Dianthus can
vibe.
help
Oh
us fix
oh,
this.
Tris.
Fixing a bridge is a little more
Little Olivia.
natural to me than
Yeah,
fixing a
what's wrong
weird
with
metal
this?
ladder in the middle of the
Okay.
environment.
She doesn't
That
have
is
to be
correct.
happy about it.
That
This is a wooden
I
bridge
know.
they gotta fix.
Just a little
This, I'll
help,
give them
please,
this
just a
one.
little.
I'll give them this one. This
Right.
one's
To
fine.
her
This
for
one's fine.
fixing
It was
that
just in the
feels.
world.
Oh yeah.
I mean, she's making you do it.
Yeah, the weird thing about fixing the ladder is that we go up to where the ladder is on
Still so
high,
quick to give her credit.
and then we fix it, and I'm like, my dudes,
But now we got
don't
a
need to
repair
fix
kit.
it anymore.
But we also got a
We've
repair
made
kit
it.
recipe,
Like,
which
I-
I'm
Shortcuts.
looking forward
What do you
to
mean?
to
Yeah,
go
sure,
uh,
sure.
make more of these
Yeah.
kits and then see what else I can go repair.
It's probably a good
It
idea
would
to
be
have,
extremely funny
kits ready
if
before you go
when
on
you
adventures.
fix it,
Exactly,
it
so
becomes
you
like a
don't
very
get stuck
dumb-looking
Two or
metal
three,
bridge.
You know.
Yeah, but this one, like the ladder previously,
You
will
shouldn't.
take an hour to repair. So we're at 2:30 p.m. That's fine. We have plenty of time still. And
There's
let's
that
see
over
if we
there.
can find our friend.
What is that?
I don't
So-
know.
so
I want to fight
where's
it though.
the unicorn?
The other enemies we saw.
Where is?
Can you only have?
okay.
Oh, there it is. I guess you can only have one party member out with you
That monster.
in battles.
All right.
Well, why are we
Ready.
just going into a
I
fight with this
am
thing?
ready. I'm ready to jump in. Let's go.
You don't know. It's a buddy.
So this monster, Dianthus is letting me know, has a thicker hide, and so our melee attacks aren't going to
Tris,
be
there's some
as
prejudice
useful
happening here
against
because we
it.
did not pull our
And we
sword
need
out
to
at the sight of the
use
unicorn.
magic.
Yet we see this
Only we could use
crab,
magic.
and
If
it's
only
like,
I could
oh,
use
time to
magic.
do some
Unicorn.
murder.
That's
Like,
how you
relax.
can do
You know,
it.
this is a weird
Yeah,
world. It
so
could just be a
our
friend.
unicorn friend is gonna try to teach us here.
Oh,
You're not
shit.
wrong.
Grumble.
Okay.
Teaching you how to use magic.
Please,
My magic?
please, Mr. Unicorn.
Oh, Tris,
please.
please, Mr. Unicorn.
Grumble.
I'm telling you, it's
Oh,
that fairy
come
tale
on.
Yeah.
kind of vibe. You would never
All right,
hear the
very
words
well.
"Please,
Professor
Mr. Unicorn" and
Class is
anything
about to
else.
begin. You better listen
You
up.
really wouldn't.
Oh gosh.
I'm not gonna fault it for that. It's
Okay.
a style.
Yeah, sure.
It's
sure.
certainly a style. It's a matter of if it stays consistent
Wow.
to
Right.
that style.
Now you try.
Sure.
Because
Go ahead, Amber.
you know,
turn.
it's there was a
How am I
fine line
supposed to do
between
that?
it being a stylistic choice that
can't
runs all
tell
the way
by
through
watching.
and being,
He's so funny. I love
as you
his
mentioned, too
dialogue.
self-aware of the player and
We must
corny
all get
in
the
his
first
dialogue.
hurdle, Amber.
There's a fine line.
we just like tried
I
to
can do
kill the
this.
unicorn.
So you're closing
like
your
5
eyes now to
minutes
see if
ago.
that helps.
and
And
it
now
does.
we're saying, please, Mr. Unicorn.
My magic.
Okay, what do you think it's giving us?
A new button.
A new
A
button.
button to use magic abilities.
Do we think it's like a blast, or is it a heal, or
Oh.
controlling various
can now-
attributes? Oh,
Mage
wait a second.
Oh, new job
I got
class.
the mage class.
So
and
instead
I
of
can use
attacker, now you
magic.
can
I'm
be
really
mage.
excited about this. Mage job class is one of my favorites. favorites.
Okay, so that's
Alright.
kind of interesting. You can actually change
Well,
the class of your character, which
Let's
means
see
there's
what
probably
we
a
can
lot
do
of different
against
classes.
that
Right.
baddie then.
I wonder if that's what the little icons down at the bottom were.
I do love a good character class system. I've been playing a little bit of when I
Alright.
have time. Stranger of
we can,
Paradise,
let's
which
go.
is a whole other vibe.
Oh,
Let's
nice.
do this.
But I kind of like games like that, so I've been having fun with it.
Yeah, let's keep moving to this. But before I
Love how this thing was
get
just
going
patiently
right
standing
now,
there
I
waiting
do
the whole
need to
time.
Select this job really quick. You can normally do this on a monolith, or you can only do this on a monolith. But
I guess
just
it's
for
not a party
tutorial
member
purposes,
properly.
It's allowing me to change the mage class right now. All right, so
Yeah, we're now the
we're
mage.
changing to the mage.
Oh,
Look at
okay.
how
Oh.
cool we
Your
look.
outfit
Oh, outfit
changed,
change and
too.
I
everything.
know, so good.
I'm rooting for the crawler.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no, crawler's going down.
That was
Oh.
extremely
Nice.
effective.
Nice shot.
Extremely.
Wow.
Heck yeah. We're
That
so
was
strong,
fast.
guys. Check that out.
Gosh. Oh, I love it.
Oh.
Magic.
So I know we have to go further into the canyon to find our friend, but it's almost 3 o'clock, so maybe we should call it a day for now.
Yeah, I think so too, because I also got more stuff to go plant, water,
Yeah,
everyth
gotta get those
and
carrots.
And you got to spend some
Wow,
time fishing.
they're
Let's
ending
go.
their day at
look,
3
be
o'clock.
I mean, I didn't want to
wish.
say it, but and with that, I'm actually
They've been
gonna
out
use
since
my return
sunrise.
bell
Yeah, that's
here
true.
to go back home.
Beautiful loading screen.
Ah,
Safe and sound back home.
safe and sound, exactly.
Great. So we'll actually stop there for today, but before we end, we actually have a special video from Go Sheena, who's the composer of Harvestella. So let's take a look at that.
Okay.
Why didn't they just do that
ハー
instead
ベストラ
of?
の
Okay,
作曲を担当
alright.
した椎名剛です。よろしくお願いします。戦闘曲楽しかったですね。割と結構ノリノリでやっていいよって言われたのですごく楽しく作れました。この世界観となんかもしかしたら外れちゃうんじゃないかっていうぐらいちょっと少しロック寄りに寄せたりとかもしたので、いいバランサーにはなったのかなと思ってます。この作品で一番苦労したのは割と実は街とか部屋の中の曲とかで何度聴いても飽きないっていう
You don't hear
オーダ
that
ー
from a
が
lot of
結
games.
構それかな
Or
り無理ゲー
composers,
だ
you
な
know,
と思っ
wanting
て
to make sure
細かく
players don't get tired of
散りばめ
hearing
ることで
music from
そ
similar
の
areas.
あまり疲れないようにしました。はい、皆さんこの作品は長く遊べるゲームですのでプレイしてみてください。音楽も頑張ったのでぜひそこも楽しんでみてください。よろしくお願いします。
All right, so that's
They
all
cut
the
a lot
time
of what
we
he
have
originally said there.
today to show you
He cut a
Harvestella. We
lot
hope you
in that very
enjoyed what we
last
had to
line.
show.
So much insight lost.
The game is available for pre-order now on Nintendo eShop, and it will release on November 4th. I hope you're all looking forward to it as much as we are. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you next time.
I'm glad they had a little something from someone that worked on the game there. I think getting it from the composer was neat, though this didn't really feel like the place for that. I do like when you get developer commentary of any kind, of anyone that worked to do something for the game. Getting that kind of stuff is always nice. But
yeah, I always wish
here didn't feel like the place for it.
I kind of agree. I always wish it goes just like a half step deeper, because I feel like it's just, hey, I'm the composer. I worked really hard on this music. I think it's pretty good. Have a good one, everybody. And I'm like, oh yeah, like I don't know. I always want just like one more step in. Like it's cool to hear from somebody involved in the game in that way. But if we're going to do that, I hope to hear a level of insight that is, that warrants bringing that person out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, well, I guess that's it. So this has been the Nintendo Treehouse Live for August 2022. I'm gonna
Be
pull
a
up.
bit more.
There we go.
It's really great.
We got Splatoon. We got Harvestella. So Tris, you have $60 in your pocket. You gotta choose Splatoon, Harvestella. This is it. It's make or break.
I was in the corner.
No, Tris, I can't. It's too hard. I won't even make you. I won't even make you choose. I won't even make you choose. I feel bad even asking the question. But don't worry, I've got $60 as well. We'll each buy one. We'll share. We'll make it all work.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, totally. Is
No,
there-
no. In all honesty, though, I think Harvestella seems interesting. I just feel like this wasn't the best way to showcase it here. Is really it.
Yeah.
Like I think it brings something interesting, and I would definitely be curious to see how they market the rest of the game. To see if they do something that captures my interest.
Yeah.
But a live in quotes because it was recorded
Right.
in advance gameplay demonstration like this, I don't think for a slower paced game like that is the way to go about it. Personally.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, and I'm mostly just curious about like where those fans are. It's you mentioned earlier, just like a weird to attach it to Splatoon. I think those are. I think it's a hard group of fans to court to begin with, just because they do have so many options. So yeah, definitely. I know Square and Nintendo are just like super cozy with each other, so we'll probably end up hearing more about that game the same way we heard so much about like Live Alive and past games in a similar position with Square. So we'll probably see more of it soon, especially since it doesn't come out till November.
At least twice.
But yeah, Tris, is there anything we haven't covered? Any other chat? This is your last chance to get some questions in. But yeah, I think we're just about ready to wrap this up.
I'm glad we got to see some more challenging looking levels in the story mode here. It definitely lines up with what we were told about, getting good.
Yeah, totally.
So it's a good sign. It's a good sign.
Yeah, I agree. I also am enthused by we're seeing the Stamper version of the Splatana right now, and I'm enthused by the reminder of there being variations of weapons and remembering how different those can be and how fun it is to like unlock new ones and have new specials and subs. And that's something that I think is yeah, so really quick, I just want to acknowledge something that's happening in the chat. People talking about Harvestella based on our comments like it's a doomed game. And I think something Tris and I both implicitly understand and that I keep trying to say is that games like this, and I don't think it matters that this game is or isn't in a Treehouse Live. That's kind of what I'm saying. Because I feel like these games find their people that play them. So yeah, I mean, listen, is Harvestella gonna sell? No. Like, of course not. But nobody's expecting it to. This is a game that Square gives a small budget to and a smaller team, and has smaller expectations for it. Of course, like comparing it to Splatoon is what are we doing? That has nothing to do with that. So, yeah.
Passing lag.
Oh yeah, because